What's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Bare Minimum with Four Star Chicago Sports, guys. I am Brandon, and I'd like to welcome back my partner in crime, Dustin. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? Welcome back to you too. It's been a couple weeks. It's good to be back. I'm happy to be here. It's gonna be a lot of fun, I hope.
Yeah, sincerely, man. It's good to have you back. How's the family, man? How's everything holding up? How's health?
Ah, we'll get into it on the other side of this, man.
For sure, guys. Again, we want to thank you for joining us for another edition of the Bare Minimum. We are back in business, guys, and I know this football season is just all but over, but all that's left is, well, the off season, guys, and we're going to dive right into that. We'll play
Up,
around with the
Bizzo.
simulator, guys. Caleb Williams found himself in the celebrity 3-point contest, guys, during the All Star
Hmm.
weekend. So that's not that
Hmm.
interesting, but we will talk about that a little bit more after
There's
this.
nothing interesting about the All Star break in general.
Windy City banners rocking 4 stars align. Dynasty dreams rise, Bulls in their prime. Cubs curse shattered, the victory divine. Fields be running, clock ticking on my timeline. Shot town heroes, legends never fade. Black Hawks flying, cutting ice with the blade. White Sox diamonds, the South Side parade. 4 stars shine bright, legacies they made. Mike with the crown, air rain, no dispute. Sweetness in the backfield, Walter in pursuit. Bear down Sunday's midfield, battles cute. Chicago's.
What's up, everybody, and thanks again for joining us for another edition of the Bare Minimum, guys. There was another thing I
Foster,
wanted to,
we're back.
I
We're
wanted, hey, what's
back.
going on, Foster? Good to see you, brother.
John S. What up,
Guys, I don't know
dude?
how
Missed you.
credible this source is, and I imagine this is something that nobody would intend on lying about, but did also get some news today that Mike Dicka's health is not in a good place. Sounds like he's taking kind of a turn for the worst. That's always tough to hear. You know, Bears legend, obviously, after watching what Ben Johnson had accomplished this year and hoping that he can get the Bears back into a Super Bowl. It makes you kind of makes you forget about the one guy who did it in this city, and yeah, everybody's
So
got their own
JTK.
feelings about Mike Ditka. You know, there's some who hate him, some who love him, but the one thing that he did do is accomplish the one thing nobody else has in this city. So it's tough to hear, guys. One of the better tight ends in the NFL, especially on this Bears organization, and obviously one hell of a coach and one hell of a guy to watch on TV. Entertainment at its highest value.
Yeah, Mike
Does
Ditka on Jacked Up was cool, man. Listen, it was before my time with Mike Ditka. You know what he brought to this organization, and obviously, you know,
what's up, J2K?
we all get old and die, or God willing, like that's just life, man. But he's got a damn good legacy to leave behind, and I don't know, like you said, who knows if what's really going on. I mean, and I would imagine that they just kind of his family and him just want to be left alone with whatever is going on. You know, Mike Dick was the fucking man. You know, and,
Yeah, I mean, there's so many
I don't really
iconic
know what else to
moments,
say.
man. You can't help but think about that. That's your IQ buddy interview because um, still makes me laugh to this day when I see it. He was on, like I said, entertainment at its best, but on top of that, he was a good football coach, at least for the city of Chicago, guys, and he had the help of a possibly the best defensive coordinator in NFL history. But I mean, it sucks if it is true. And like I said, I don't know the source, guys, and I don't want to, you know, repeat it like as if it's my own news. But I would
I thought it
imagine,
was
like I
Dan
said,
McNeil. I thought it was Dan McNeil,
yeah. And then Mancow, you know,
or was it Mancow?
the radio host said something about
Did I get those two confused?
his
Yeah, no,
agent
okay, it was
also
Mancow. Okay.
present. Yeah, his agent also. I don't know. He shares an agent with Ditka, and I don't. Sean shared it with us today. Again, I would imagine that's not something somebody would go out there and lie about. It makes no sense. There's no benefit to it. Yeah, we'll talk about this for about 11 seconds, guys. Caleb Williams was invited to the celebrity 3-point contest for the NBA All Star
You were
Weekend.
supposed to let me explain why I've been gone, motherfucker. You just jumped
Oh yeah,
into
let's do. Well, yeah, let's give us an update, man, for sure.
uh so yeah, my wife's father passed away, and it was not really sudden, but it was like he got diagnosed with cancer like 3 months ago, and it just ate him up quick. Like 3 months and just done. So very sad, and there's a lot going on with that. And they had also just he had also just buried his son a couple months before that, who died in a car accident. So family's dealing with a lot. My wife's been dealing with a lot. So just wanted to be there to support her, and obviously, that's what's most important. A lot more important than any of this other shit, you know. So yeah, she's doing okay. It's still obviously tough, man, and there's a lot of shit going on. And then on top of that, both of our daughters got sick at the same time, like 104-degree temperatures. It's been like one battle after another in this motherfucker.
Hospital visits, right?
Yeah.
Scary stuff.
Yeah, so rest in peace to her dad, Valentine Chapa, and thoughts. I'm here with my wife, and thoughts and prayers to their family. It's been a tough couple of weeks. But yeah, no, it's good to be back here, man, and I couldn't go another week without listening to your dumbass talk about shit I don't care about, like Caleb Williams in a celebrity 3-point contest.
And apparently he's not a baller. Well, that's not.
I would imagine. I imagine that Caleb Williams is gonna suck. Like, I keep thinking about him missing the net over and over again when he was throwing those passes. Caleb Williams just airballing threes is like, maybe he comes out. What would be cool is if he comes out and just like dominates and is like fucking baby Steph Curry out there. That'd be kind of cool. But
he like ball rolls off his foot, fouls, chases it down the half court line, and
just throws it up. He just does trick shots.
Why is this guy make it so hard?
Just doing the Benny the Bull, like between his legs backward.
Yeah. I did see, I don't know if it was like a fabricated photo, but I would imagine that, he is going to do a little bit of practicing with this. I did see a picture of him on a court with Steph Curry behind him. I don't know if that was, again, like an AI thing or if he's actually there preparing himself for it. But Justin, we're glad to have you back, man. My condolences, obviously, to you, your wife, your family, and I hope that the kids are in better health, man. That is some scary stuff, dude.
They're doing better. The older one, I mean, my younger one, my baby, is just like, she's just constantly bad shit, man. It's getting kind of ridiculous. But yeah, no, everybody's doing better. There's just still a lot of shit to take care of. When someone passes, it's just stressful on all kinds of levels.
Yeah, and the one thing I can say in regards to that, my own experience, man, is only time heals those wounds, man. So you just gotta.
Thanks to everybody in the chat, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, these guys showed an outpouring of love over the last couple of weeks, man. I had mentioned that your family was in bad health, and there's a lot of people that thoughts and prayers your way. So as always, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate, we believe that you guys do sincerely care about the things we deal with, aside from us just doing these shows. So as always, we appreciate you. We love you, John. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us tonight. 7. All right. It's just not a bad start.
It's been a couple weeks that we ain't been out here. I mean, we got the faithful with us, man, and that's all that matters. A lot of shit has happened, man, in this time that I've been out. And shit that I wanted to talk about, haven't really been able to. I mean, we did a lot on Declan Doyle and his thoughts about how he should be approaching his career. And the Eagles job definitely didn't make sense, and I know you guys have talked about it. I just kind of want to say, like, I still don't think he should have taken that Ravens job. And I get it. Like, it's Lamar Jackson. I like the head coach. Minters I think is going to be a good head coach. It's a much better situation for him. He's not attaching himself to a sinking ship where he could end up being the scapegoat for Nick Sirianni in a year. So that's better. And good for him. I'm happy for him for the opportunity. I still think he would have been better off sticking around and sticking with Ben Johnson and just kind of boosting his resume. But it's tough to turn down an opportunity to call plays for Lamar Jackson if you're Declan Doyle, I would imagine. And then Press Taylor gets promoted to the OC position here in Chicago. And a lot of people had a lot of feelings about it. And I kind of feel the same way I felt when they hired Declan Doyle last year. It's like, it's okay. I mean, he's just gonna do the install job, like the grunt work there, really, and like it's gonna be a big deal for Ben Johnson. And I think Ben Johnson has shown enough, right, in terms of his selection process and who he chooses, his eyes for guys that can fit into roles on his coaching staff, to where that's really all that matters. It's the same way I felt when they drafted Colson Loveland. It's like, all right, well, Ben Johnson obviously wanted this guy. This is what he thinks is gonna make his offense work. Just apply that to every decision Ben Johnson makes until he is proven otherwise, man. And so I think the Bears are going to be fine. I don't think they're going to miss a beat with it, to be honest. And I'm happy for Declan Doyle, but I don't think he should have. I don't think he should have left yet, personally, in terms of what would have been best for him in his career.
Yeah, I agree with you. I said in the text, man, I can't help but think maybe I'm just being biased that to remain with Ben Johnson would have eventually blossomed into something really special for Declan Doyle.
In terms of opportunity, in terms of readiness for that opportunity, in terms of getting the opportunity to get more involved in the play calling and learn a little more from Ben Johnson, I just think there was a lot of upside there. But honestly, if you or me were in that position, Brandon, we would have taken that fucking job in a heartbeat.
Oh, of course. And
Yeah.
we both said, man, when the Eagles job was on the table,
No
wouldn't
fucking
touch
way.
it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't touch it. And
he was smart to withdraw from that. He was smart because he had a better opportunity open up. So good for him.
And I think, the fact that he was given the opportunity or the interview from two really quality programs in the NFL, man, I think says a lot about the hire that Ben Johnson made in Declan Doyle. I think.
Yeah, Declan Doyle, if things go well, he'll be a head coach in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, and I don't, I don't
What's
know.
up, Romy?
We talked about this, so Dustin. So I ask you,
what happened?
Do you think the end goal is the same for Press Taylor, or do you think Press Taylor? I don't know that Press Taylor's the same projection. Like I don't know that he's.
Well, he was at one point, if you remember.
He was an offensive coordinator, yeah, for Jacksonville.
And he was on that trajectory that Declan Doyle, like he was that young hot shot guy.
Kind of hit a skid, yeah.
Well, he went to Jacksonville like that.
And actually, Trevor Lawrence had a good season.
Yeah.
He had prior to the season he just had, it was his best statistical season. The 1 year that he did play underneath Press Taylor, but I don't know. I don't know that Ben Johnson's looking at Press Taylor as a guy he's going to mold into some future protege in the NFL, as opposed to what I think the idea was for Declan Doyle. And Declan was so young. But yeah, we can only congratulate guys like him and Eric Bieniemy, and wish the best for them in their futures. But yeah,
Al Harris still looks like he's hanging around.
What's the most?
Romy's asking what happened with Romy. My wife's father passed away. There was a lot with that, and there still is, to be honest. And then both all my kids have just been fucking sick. Just dealing with a lot. My wife got sick. Like it's just been like one thing after another, man. Everybody's good. Like our health is fine, man. It's just her father, battled cancer for a few months, and it took him quick, man. This shit is no joke. I've lost a lot of family to cancer over the years, man. It's just never a good proposition, man. It's just never a good proposition when you hear, stage 4. And, it sucks. But
cancer.
Yeah, we're getting through it, Romy. I appreciate you, brother.
What's going on, Roman? I appreciate you joining us, man. Dustin, I want to ask you, I guess this is a nice little random segment.
I brought up Al Harris, and it seemed like it struck a chord with you. So is that what you were talking about?
No, and me and Kyle talked about it a little bit a couple weeks, but the Tennessee interview never got reported after it was told he was going to go there. So I don't know what the hell is going on. That was the last interview he had left, right? Pittsburgh hired somebody else. Seems
so
like
Washington.
Everybody who has interviewed Al Harris has hired somebody else. I don't know.
I thought I remember Tennessee making a hire. Am I crazy?
Well, I wanted to ask you, what's the most intriguing coaching offseason addition this far? I'm not meaning regards to the Bears. What intrigues you the most of all these guys getting hired to all these new jobs? Doesn't have to be
the head coaches, coordinators, everything. Honestly, man, what's really intriguing to me is Mike McDaniel with Harbaugh and Herbert in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think what's going to happen there with the run game is going to be a lot of fun. And now you're talking about why am I blanking on his name? Omari Hampton in his second year and hopefully healthy with, Mike McDaniel. He cut his teeth as a run game coordinator. That's what he was in San Francisco and like throughout his career up until he got, other opportunities. I just think
Shane was one of the league's best.
I think that's going to be really interesting with how he utilizes Herbert and how they utilize the run game, and it gets a lot more creative, maybe not just smash mouth. And they're going to be looking for some personnel, I would imagine, too, to kind of unlock that. And obviously their offensive line needs to be healthy, but that's intriguing to me. And I really like Mentor's. I liked him last year as a head coaching candidate. I think he's coming from a good tree, and I think he's going to be a good head coach, man. And then obviously the Kubiak was the best available option in my mind of any coordinator out there that was going to turn into a head coach, and he's confirmed that he's taking that Raiders job. So, and I like Mendoza a lot more than a lot of other people I talk to. I like his intangible stuff. I like his leadership stuff. I think
that's all but decided.
I think he's got a much better arm than people give him credit for. He can make some big time NFL throws. So I think you can. I think that Kubiak thing in Las Vegas is going to work fast. I really do. I like him a lot. I liked him a lot. I thought he would be, the best offensive coordinator hire last offseason. I thought that was a big reason why I liked the Seahawks to make the playoffs because of Kubiak going there. And I like Mike McDonald. So I mean, I like that Kubiak going to Las Vegas and getting Mendoza as his quarterback. I think that's going to work really well.
Did he hire McDonald?
Huh?
Did he hire McDonald?
What are you talking about?
No. I mean, who did he hire? O'Brien today, right?
I'm not sure. I'm a little.
Who was the
there's
guy
news.
Who was the
intermediate man? I've been dealing with a lot of shit, and I just got off of work. Like,
who was the intermediate coach for Tennessee?
Gus Bradley is the Titans defensive coordinator, by the way.
Bill O'Brien.
I'm saying you were talking about the Tennessee hire a defensive coordinator. Gus Bradley was hired as their defensive coordinator.
No, I know who was. I'm pretty sure Kubiak just hired Bill O'Brien as his assistant head coach.
Huh. I don't know how I feel about that.
But the guys that I thought were the most interesting, well, first off, man, Kyle Shanahan has this incredible knack to just get like the best defensive coordinator candidate in the offseason. We talked about this, me and you in a text.
Yeah.
Shanahan always
shit.
replaces one guy with another guy who's like a potential Hall of Fame coordinator in the NFL. Like Raheem Morris is a really fucking good defensive coordinator. And
he is, and he's going to be really good with San Francisco. Yeah. I mean, that's another one. That's a good one to bring up, man, because it didn't work out as a head coach, but you've seen what he can do as a defensive coordinator, and maybe he's just that guy that needs to stay in that role.
Yeah. But being added to that staff after the season they had, the way that I thought they overachieved, given the health concerns on that roster, they're about to get better. And another one, man.
Did I miss this? The
Brian Dable being this was mine. Okay, J2K. This was
bro.
mine.
I've been so out of the loop. I didn't even know Brian Dable was hired as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
I had said, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I googled today Brian Dable because that always pops up that first AI overview to see where the hell this guy landed. I never followed through after he was fired.
When did that happen? I gotta say, I deleted X. That's where I would get a lot of information from. I would wake up in the morning. The first thing I would fucking look at was X. Like I would be like, my wife would be talking to me and I'd be like scrolling through fucking X. Like I got to be done with that for a while. I had no social media in my life for years until like recently, the last couple of years. So like I'm missing out on a lot of information. J2K, when did he get hired? Brandon, when did he get hired as their OC?
Like I said, I Googled it. I Googled his name today because it always tells you in that little AI overview where the coach is the most current position. And I saw Tennessee and I was like, holy fuck, Cam Ward just got placed in a really beneficial situation to his future, regardless of whether or not Robert Saleh is a good head coach.
100%.
That's a good guy to have. As a mentor.
And Cam Ward is a good guy to have as your quarterback if you're Brian Dable. That's a really good pairing for sure. The whole Saleh thing, it was really contingent on who he hired as the offensive coordinator for me. And Brian Dable was a hell of a choice. He was the guy that I thought made the most.
And he kind of just like slipped
a week
through
ago.
Cracks.
Really, J2K. God damn.
I've been so out of the loop. It was kind of like nobody else. I don't even know how many interviews Dable did. And then Cam Ward just gets Brian Dable. And I was like,
good for him. He needed that, man. He needs.
Oh, he's.
I think Cam Ward is going to be a damn good quarterback, and he needs the right offensive coordinator. And Dable can certainly do that. He's shown that he can do that. So.
I thought Jackson Dart played really well. I thought Tyler Shuck played incredibly well for the expectations we all had for him. But Cam Ward, to me, guys, is still far and away the best quarterback of that class. He is.
Yeah.
I firmly believe that.
Well, Saleh did a good thing there, hiring Dable as offensive coordinator. Yeah, that is an intriguing one for sure, man. That
Yeah, and
is.
that organization needs to get better, man. That I mean, it's bad. It's bad. And Cam Ward could be the answer to that. But yeah, a lot of off-season mayhem, man. And
Ian
I will.
Cunningham,
I do want
the
to ask you
whole
this.
Ian Cunningham
Yeah,
thing too, man.
that's a big one, man. That's big because like a lot of people really believe that Ian Cunningham was behind a lot more than he was given credit for when it came to his influence over Ryan Poles. I said this, man, and I'm not taking away anything from Ian Cunningham. I liked Ian Cunningham. Watching him in the draft room was fun. The way he interacted with Ryan Poles was always interesting to watch. But to me, Ben Johnson had a much better influence over Ryan Poles' draft than Ian Cunningham ever did. I'm going to say that. I'm not discrediting Ian Cunningham, but the best draft Ryan Poles has had as a general manager of the Chicago Bears came following the hiring of his head coach. So
You think
I
that you would put that over the drafting of Caleb Williams? Like, can you
well,
call
I
that the
think
best draft he's
well, I
ever
don't know.
had?
It's close
That's
because
tough, right?
this draft class just started so many games. Somebody laid it out today how many games the Bears rookie
It was
class
the best
started.
draft class of this most previous draft, I think, in terms of
Yeah, even
impact
Ruben
on
Hippolyte had a
winning.
start,
Yeah, yeah.
but I do think Ryan Poles was behind the Caleb Williams pick more so than Ian Cunningham's influence. I think Poles wanted Williams for a while. They do.
I think Cunningham was a big piece of this, and those two obviously had a big history together, and they were gonna
Very
follow each
close
other.
friends.
Whichever one was gonna be the GM, the other one was gonna go with them and work with them, and so they had that all set up, and it produced finally a playoff season, and now he's gone, and he got a lot of looks last year too. So I mean, he's been highly thought of in the league for a long time. I don't
Let's
know how much it's going to impact the Bears. Besides, I mean, the compensatory picks is a big story
I
with
was gonna
that,
say,
right?
let's hear your view on this, Dustin, because while you were out, that did blow up, and it blew up on social media. There's a lot of people calling for Ryan Poles' head. Courtney Cronin even had to make a
Nice,
public
Jed.
post.
What's up?
Cronin had to respond to the, the general consensus that was Chicago's view over this, and a lot of people said Poles should be fired. A lot of people were throwing shade at the NFL for it. A lot of people thought the Falcons did this
Still are,
intentionally.
man. Still
So,
are. It's still a big time. It gets Bears fans
what do
really
you
heated.
think? Is this a Ryan Poles issue? Is this an NFL issue? Is this the Falcons were intelligent in doing
It's
what they did?
certainly not a Ryan Poles issue, man. You can't keep especially if that's a friend of yours, you can't keep
That's what
them
I
from
said.
taking
There's
an
no way you were ever
opportunity,
gonna,
right?
dude.
No, I
And I,
like that would be like me doing that shit to you, Brandon. Like that.
yeah,
Like, there's the NFL, and you got to look out for your team, and we've questioned things that he's done, like with the Justin Fields trade, right?
that's
That
what I compared this
he
to,
he
man.
didn't get
And,
enough out
and
of
where
that
was
because
the
he
outrage?
was.
Nobody cared, dude.
I
Like
mean,
me and you were pissed.
there's more outrage now from Bears fans in hindsight than there was at the time. There was a lot more outrage at the time that Fields got traded in the first place. They just didn't like that he was no longer the
Yeah.
Bears
J2K
quarterback.
was on our side of this too. He was like, I was really upset when they made the adjustment because speculatively, guys, you heard that there was a third round pick on the table from the Philadelphia Eagles, but Justin just didn't want to go there. And like,
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't have
don't
given a fuck.
care.
Now, when you're talking about Ian Cunningham and a guy that's served polls really well, and they were friends, before he was in that role, you're not just looking at him as an asset, and that opportunity is a big one for him. I think the bigger issue really becomes like, why wouldn't the Bears get those compensatory picks? It's a clear promotion. It's been stated by the guy, apparently Matt Ryan, since the way they've structured their hierarchy, Matt Ryan is like the final football decision maker. So that's like, I guess that plays into it. But like, Matt Ryan's come out and said he's going to be the guy that puts the roster together. He's going to be the guy that makes the football decisions in terms of the draft, in terms of
Yeah.
free agent. Yes, not Matt Ryan,
And
but
apparently those
Cunningham.
two are friends. I didn't know that.
Okay. So, but all I'm saying is like, it doesn't make sense that those compensatory picks wouldn't be there. But at the same time, like, I'm not one of these Bears fans that's super pissed off about it. I think that there's still more to come with this. I don't think it's decided yet. And it's like, once we know for sure, I guess it is what it is. But there are picks that you don't have they'd be great to have a 3rd round pick in the next 2 drafts. An extra one would be fucking great, and I think the Bears deserve it. But like, I'm not losing my mind over it. A lot of Bears fans were just, flipping out when this first happened, like, about it, and it's just like, I don't think that's worth my energy in that regard. I don't hold it against polls, but I think if you're really just looking at it on its face, like what the Rooney Rule is supposed to, encourage teams to do, it's kind of a disincentive to it when you don't give the picks. When you don't give the picks in this situation, it's like, all right, so why should I continue to try to build up, people of color into my system to get these promotions if the incentive is gone? But then you can start talking about why is do we need the incentive at all? You can really go down a rabbit hole with this in general, man. I don't know. I'm not thinking too deep on it. Be cool if the Bears get those compensatory picks, and they probably should.
The one question I have is, why is it even relevant?
We're gonna get into the offseason, Jed. We're gonna get into that.
Why is it even relevant? What Ian Cunningham will or won't be doing in his new position with his new team? Because the word compensatory comes from to compensate, which is really strictly based on what the team who's losing the player is losing, or losing the coaches or executive is losing. So what role they're going to hold in their new opportunity is kind of irrelevant when it comes to compensation, because
it's not even about to compensate them for what they're losing, Brandon. But it's not about compensating them for what they're losing, really. It's more to just incentivize teams, because like there was, it seems like there might still be, and there was certainly a time where it was much more important that you encouraged these teams to, give more opportunities to, African American coaches, African American executives. Like there was a reason to do that. It's more like just trying to push that and create some diversity in those roles higher up in the NFL, not just on the football field. So I don't think it's really even to compensate people for what they're losing. It's more just to build that within the league.
Damn it, Chet.
I don't know. That it's funny on its face, on its black face. It's funny, but like at the same time, Ben Johnson ain't getting promoted and going nowhere. Like he should have had Declan Doyle in blackface. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous.
Oh, Dustin, there is one more thing that I would like.
I would like to get comments.
There's one thing I'd like to get a little monologue from you.
The Bears should get the picks. The Bears should get the picks.
Something that you missed over the course of the last couple of weeks that I'd love to hear your opinion on. And how'd you feel about this year's Super Bowl, man?
It was sucked. It was fucking trash, dude. And when I texted you, I saw you stole what I said in a text or no, you did it on the show. You were like, it was the Super Bowl nobody wanted. I said that immediately when this was decided. I texted you guys that. It was like the Super Bowl that nobody asked for, but you're gonna get it. And you just knew the Seahawks were gonna kind of win that game easily, man. I think I felt that way. I couldn't see a way that the Patriots were gonna win that game. And then you start thinking about the fact that how injured was Drake May. He apparently he got shot up before that game, and I mean he looked like shit. He was missing a lot of easy throws. He did not look like himself, but he also just had a terrible playoffs. And then Will Campbell, was apparently a lot more hurt than they let on as well. He most sacked quarterback in playoff history, Drake May. I mean, it was just a lot stacking up against the Patriots. It's a great story, man, for the Seahawks and for Darnold more specifically. But the game sucked. Like it just wasn't entertaining. There wasn't a lot to really. I wasn't looking forward to it. I didn't really care much to watch it. I run a Lou Malnati's restaurant. Super Bowl's the busiest day of the year, so I got home for like the middle of the third quarter, and threw it on. But it's like it felt like the Patriots were coaching scared. It felt like they were playing scared. Like they weren't taking any risks. They weren't there was a fourth down that they should have went for it, and they just fucking punted. And when they did that, I said the game's over. Like it was a 4th and 2 at midfield, and they punted, and they were down, I think 12-0 at the time. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you not? Why is Drake May not running the football? Drake May should have been running so much more.
Yeah.
Travion Henderson should have been involved in that game so much more. It's like the Patriots just came out and said, we're just happy to be here. That's the way it felt to me. Like it's okay. Like we shouldn't have got here in the first place. A lot of things had to break their way in order for them to get there, schedule wise and quarterback. They were playing wise, and also they got to play CJ Stroud too. That's a
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud's a handicap.
Yeah, they played CJ Stroud and Jared Stidham in the playoffs to get to
it. Yeah, and I keep and all I kept thinking about these whole playoffs after the Bears were eliminated was the Bears could totally fucking be in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
I'm with you, Romy.
And could have won.
And the Bears definitely would have beaten the Patriots the way they came out. Their game plan was just like, let's just be as safe as possible and not make any mistakes, and hopefully the Seahawks fuck up instead of going out there and taking it, and the Seahawks just never fucked up, and the Seahawks just played a smart, strong game. Sam Darnold didn't look great in that first half, but he didn't turn the ball over, which everyone thought he would do.
And Kenneth Walker was
just
outstanding.
And that was the deciding factor of that game, Brandon, was going to be like both of those defenses are really good at stopping the run. Whichever team was going to be able to establish the run was going to be the team that came away, and the Patriots just don't allow a lot of rushing yards to any running back. They haven't all season. And then he just runs all over them.
It was like, I think the Seahawks had run like 36 attempts versus the Patriots like 14. It was an outstanding gap. The Seahawks ran the ball at double the rate the Patriots did. So like you said, Travion Henderson was never part of their game plan to begin with.
And it seemed like every time he touched the ball, when they actually did try to get him involved, like there was something there. Like you just needed to break a big play, you needed something. And I just felt like they weren't utilizing the things that they had in order to do that. And it's like, to me, Drake May's legs are a big weapon that you need to take advantage of. There had to be a reason they weren't running with him. He had to have been more hurt than they were letting on. But it's like at the same time, if his throwing arm is getting shot up before the game, why are you not running it more? They kept coming out and passing and just 3 and outs. They punted the ball 9 times and they turned it over 3 times, right? Like they were inept.
It was funny, man. All these social media outlets and these podcasters were showing the lack of energy and disinterest, the video of the crowd during the halftime show, like they're just kind of standing there. And I was thinking to myself, like, are we sure this isn't a shot of the actual game? Because that's what the crowd should have been like during the actual live action play of football. Because like this is ass.
If you're a Seahawks fan, it was a good game.
Shit. I got halfway with the halftime. I was like, God, this is good. Because it was like 12-0 with strictly field goals or something at half, and I was like, this game is just gonna suck all the way to the end, man. There's no way this gets interesting. I was telling myself at halftime, like, there is no way the Patriots are gonna like make a game. This is just gonna get uglier and uglier, and it's gonna suck. And we're gonna all look at it the way we did before it started. The Super Bowl sucks. It sucks. And I thought the Broncos, man. I thought if Bo Nix had remained healthy, I thought the Broncos would have been there, not only been there, but I think they would have made a really good game out of it, just because the Broncos had more continuity. They were kind of equivalent to the Seahawks in regards to where they are and their progression as a football franchise. And the Patriots are like the Bears more so. They're very fresh. It's new, and they have a good future.
They're 2 years. They were 2 years ahead of schedule on this.
They have a really good future. Mike Vrabel is a stud of a football coach. This team had 33 new players out of 53 players. Out of 53 starters on this team, or not? No, I don't know. It was just the starters. There was 33 new players on this Patriots roster from a year ago.
No, yeah, they went into free agency and did a lot of work. I mean, they did a lot of work in the draft, and listen, we knew Vrabel was going to be a good head coach, and there was a reason we wanted him to be the Bears head coach, because he can do this. He can get guys to buy in and believe in them, and it worked. And some things had to go their way. The AFC just fell apart, and they were able to take advantage of it. But they clearly were not ready for that stage. I think the Bears were more ready to compete in a game like that than the Patriots. I think, and I thought this. Obviously, the whole playoffs. Like if the Bears can, play the Seahawks. Obviously, on the road is going to be a little tougher, but they can hang with the Seahawks. I don't see why. What threw me off was seeing a lot of Bears fans saying if the Bears were playing in this game when the NFC Championship happened, because the NFC Championship was the Super Bowl. That Rams Seahawks game was a damn good game. That was the Super Bowl. And a lot of Bears fans were saying like the Bears would not be hanging in this game. Why the fuck are you saying that? The Bears took the Rams to overtime. The Rams are playing in this game toe to toe with the Seahawks.
Field goal.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, like the Bears could have taken the Seahawks down to the wire the same way the Rams did. The Bears could have won that game. The Bears could have found a way to beat anybody because they just kept the game close enough and stayed in it enough to where one play goes your way. And
yeah, really, Dustin. After week 2
walk away
against
with
the Lions, there wasn't a game they weren't in, right? I mean, after they got their ass handed to them by the Lions, that really changed the mentality of that football team. They did not allow themselves to fall out of any game. They were always competitive. They were always there.
They were in games that they were out of. they were getting their asses kicked in games and found ways to win those.
Yeah,
games.
The greatest second half deficit ever right overcome against wasn't it like 18 points to the Packers? I mean, that Bears team was going to compete with whoever was across.
No matter what, like that's all they had shown all year. So for any Bears fan like that, I thought that was kind of sacrilegious, to be honest. Like to come out and say the Bears would not be able to be in this game. All they showed you all year is that they can be in any fucking game, no matter who they play. That's all they showed all year. So I like to say that it's just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, and people called it luck or
bear the fuck.
The Bears
down,
just the balls, the ball bounces. The Bears guys. I think that the Bears showed that their staff has a really, really, really strong ability to make halftime adjustments. And I know some people like, I think it was, I forget which, I think it was Mac Yurko and Harry a long time ago who had said like the halftime adjustment thing is just overhyped. It's nonsense. It doesn't really mean anything. I'm pretty sure it was those guys who said that to me. And I was like, I find that so hard to be true. It's a term that's still used in football today. Coaches themselves use it. It's clearly a game of chess. And that's your intermission. That's where you get a chance to adjust how it is you approach. I think the Bears were the best in the NFL at doing it this season. So I don't think it was luck. I think they consistently showed you that that's something they have the ability to do. I think they would have done that till the season ended. And then
a couple comments here, Brandon.
Maybe Mike Vrabel should have just cut off his appendage. He would have.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's why. No, yeah, I shared it with you guys from
that shit was hilarious.
Yeah. That's why you want that guy to be your head coach. Leave her 6 inches, he said. Cut off half. Leave her 6 inches.
One of the greatest moments.
But then I start picturing like, never mind. Go. Vizzo says, can't believe Collinsworth said May is the best scrambling QB. Dumbass. Yeah, no. Listen, Collinsworth made a fool of himself a few times, especially in that Bears-Niners game in terms of things that he says. But yeah, Caleb Williams is obviously a much better scrambling quarterback than Drake May. And I think, honestly, if you're talking about the next 5 years of quarterbacks in the NFL, Caleb Williams is right there with Drake May, and I think those guys are in the top 5 of quarterbacks you would want over the next 5 years.
Yeah, they'll be setting records with contracts when they're due money. And I love Caleb, guys. I love Caleb, and I think he should have the highest elusiveness rating of quarterbacks. But Caleb Williams isn't the best scrambler. I mean, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Caleb Williams is the best, like creating time outside of the pocket, but still looking
and just not getting hit.
Like still finding ways.
He just doesn't
avoiding sacks.
Yeah. Like Caleb is very aware of his own health. He does not let anybody put a lick on him.
Yeah, True Pilgrim says if we tighten up on defense, we can beat anyone. And I mean, I think that's what the playoffs showed again, man, is like you need a defense. You need to be able to rush the quarterback with your 4 down linemen and not have to be sending blitzes to get pressure. And those are the guys, those are the teams that win, and the Bears are going to have to focus heavily on their defensive line in this offseason to compete on that level consistently. You have to improve that. Yeah.
The guy you really liked in this draft, Human Yori, my God, man. What an incredible player that guy is. And that guy's a rookie.
Human Yori, the safety.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, no. The fact that he was a second round pick.
Career right now
I had him in my top 10 rankings in that draft, and he went in the second round. To me, he was a top 10 player in that draft, and I think he showed that.
Oh,
He's a
absolutely.
fucking.
It's very clear
Goddamn,
now.
could you
A
imagine the
lot of
Bears?
teams are thinking we could have probably drafted
Yeah,
that guy.
could you
in the top
imagine
10.
the? I mean, he's what? He's just another Cam Chancellor for them, just like with more
Big,
more
strong
range.
dude.
Yeah. Jed says Dennis Allen was 10 of 10 coaching in the playoffs, in his opinion. They really tightened up when it mattered. Next season should be even better if they build on it. Yeah, and if they add players to this roster that Dennis Allen can utilize within his scheme, it's another year of him being able to hand pick some guys versus just inheriting what was here and trying to add a little bit on. Phil says safety idea, re-sign Kevin Byard, sign Cam Curl, and draft a safety in the 3rd round. I think you're going to have to put a lot of assets towards safety, obviously, and then towards your defensive line. And True Pilgrim says if I'm Poles, I double up at the defensive tackle in the draft. I don't think that's a terrible idea at all. Just get a few defensive linemen just in general in this, and have a good rotation of edge, good rotation of defensive tackles. I think you need a true 3 technique, and obviously you're going to need a 1 technique. You're going to have to replace Billings, and I don't know how hard that's going to be with what
Dustin,
he
to
gets.
prepare myself for this show, I like having bold takes, and I like to go against I talked about this after we discussed the initial rounds of the first draft of mock drafts, that besides McShay, because fuck that guy, but no, I'm gonna wait and save, like, people give it, fuck off, dude. But McShay or Mel Kiper, Matt Miller, Jeremiah Ald, everybody, even the little guys, the guys that aren't mainstream media guys, have the Bears going defense automatically in the first round. I'm telling you guys, I would just I did some homework today on how often an offensive head coach takes an offensive player in the first round of their draft. Do not be shocked if Ryan Poles tries to do enough repair to this defense to give Ben Johnson the opportunity to draft on offense in the first round again. Justin, let's go now. What we're talking about this offseason now, so let's kick this
I
thing
want to
off.
comment on what you just said. I think it's going to be very necessary to really go after defense in this offseason. However you do that,
Unless
that's
there's a
through free
left tackle
agency,
he likes,
if that's through free agency or the draft,
or a
whatever it
running
is,
back.
it's a combination of both. But I mean, Ben Johnson is going to have a big say in what that pick is. But at the same time, I think Ben Johnson is feeling pretty confident in what he has on offense right now and understands that defense is going to be what he really needs to complement that offense. I think
But I want to remind people,
part
Mark,
of that.
we would have all assumed, I think for the first half of the offseason last year, we were saying left tackle, wrong. Whatever position on the offensive line you deemed was the most important. Obviously, left tackle is, if you're an educated football fan, should have been the one. But after Ryan Poles did the work he did in the offseason, the offensive line, it gave Ben Johnson the freedom to draft whatever the fuck he wanted.
You want to be able to do best player available, 100%. Like that's how you build a team. But at the same time,
a running
this Bears
back or a
team,
left tackle there. Don't be shocked.
Brandon, this Bears team is in a little bit of a different position than they were last year in terms of, like, they were just in the divisional round of the playoffs and went to overtime with the team that went to the NFC Championship. They were that close, so you're going to get a little more specific in terms of what you're targeting because you have shown that you got a pretty damn good roster in a lot of areas. Now, there are a lot of weaknesses too, but you got to really know your weaknesses to fix them. And most of the weaknesses right now, Brandon, are on defense. And if Ben Johnson is a good head coach, not just an offensive coordinator, a good head coach, he's got to acknowledge that, and he's got to get this team defenders that can help you win football games. I disagree.
I think you could have applied that same practice to the draft last year, even though you went and got your tight end because you had the freedom, or you should have drafted a defensive player last year with your 10th pick. You should have. Would have made a bit bigger impact.
There's no running back to draft at 25.
That would have made probably a better impact on your season this year if you had used that top 10 pick on a guy who could get after the quarterback, but they didn't. And they needed him just as badly. Listen, I don't think that I'm the only person that saw what the Bears defensive front was going to look like this season. I said all offseason last year, it's terrible. It's not fucking good. It needs to get better. And they still went tight end. Do not be shocked if Ben Johnson does not use. And listen, you're talking about the bottom of the first round here now, guys. We're not talking about a top 10 pick. So Ben Johnson could use that first round pick on a left tackle and then go defense after that. I just think It's incredible.
I don't think they're going to box themselves in, Brandon. I think that they're going to be open.
Yeah, it's incredible to me that every mock drafter just left that off the table entirely. That does bother me.
The thing is, Brandon, a lot of these mock drafts, though, you got to kind of keep in mind of like what is available. And some of these guys, these defensive tackles, whether it's Caden McDonald or Lee Hunter or if Peter Woods falls to 25, like these are guys that you have to take if they're there. Like,
well, the edges are off the board by the time the Bears pick.
There's some good middle round edges too, though. I mean,
I like Yakus. He's the bottom first round, maybe high second round guy from Illinois. I do like Vincent Anthony from Duke, who is probably a third round player, and that guy had like 7 sacks or something and he destroyed Illinois when he played him. One of the J2K is big on the projected talent in the draft, guys. There are some edge rushers you can find sneaky in some of these middle rounds. But Dustin, let's dive into this. Let's get in because I've never done one of these. I'm excited for this. I've never done one of these things, guys.
You've been seeing a lot of people post their stick to the model off season, and it's just you can just kind of be the GM. There are some glitches with this shit. It's not 100% accurate, but honestly, man, before we got into it, I wanted to just talk about, because I'm hearing a lot of different shit, like in terms of how you would approach this offseason, how polls should approach this offseason. And just in terms of a general philosophy of like, do you go for it or do you kind of like sit back? You're good with what you have. You don't take a lot of chances and you kind of just keep adding on to this. And like if Max Crosby is available, is that something you're going for? Like, are you putting it all in like right now with this team? What do you think Poles' approach should be? What do you think it will be before we get into that?
Because Ryan Poles, to me, I don't see him as a super aggressive general manager. I wouldn't call him that.
After last year, Brandon, with the trades for Jackson and Tooney, changed my mind a little bit on that. Those were very aggressive moves.
That could have created, don't you think the achievement, the success the Bears had might have brought Poles back a little bit, pulled him a little bit back into that complacency mindset? Like, now I like what we got. Ryan Poles falls in love with things, man. Because people, listen, guys, I'm going to rub people the wrong way. There's these reports coming out now. Who's the guy with the beard, Dustin, on the podcast? The heavy set guy.
Harrison.
Yeah,
Graham?
he reported that Poles will not trade draft capital to acquire a guy like Max Crosby. He will not trade DJ Moore. He's going to restructure DJ Moore's contract. And if that's any bit of true, because he said it came from inside the organization, if that's any bit true, it's just, to me, it's more love for your players versus the business side of this stuff, man. So like DJ Moore to me is an expendable asset.
Depending on what you can get back for him, yeah. But depending on what you can get back for him, Brandon, for sure. And I mean, the good thing about this, what we're gonna do is we can do whatever we fucking want. Like that's what's gonna be cool about this. But I mean, like, do you think it would be? I personally think I hear a lot of people saying this is gonna be like kind of a sit back and wait and see one, and they're just gonna add, what they can with their draft picks and the little bit of money they have, and next year's gonna
restructure contracts to free up.
The restructuring is a good idea, but it's also kind of dangerous because you're pushing money down the line and you're potentially creating more dead cap. You only want to restructure guys that are going to be a long-term part of your team, so like you got to be careful with that. But like at the same time, if it's me, man, and I look at what my team just did this year, and the biggest thing, Brandon, is that your quarterback is Caleb fucking Williams and he's on a rookie contract. Now is the time to go all in my mind. This is your window to do that because you're going to have to pay Caleb Williams here soon. Take that money that you're not paying him now and start investing it in some big-time players because this team needed an edge defender and it needed a linebacker very badly in this past season, and their defense could have looked very different if they had another impact edge rusher opposite of Montez Sweat. So, I mean, like, if you can build something in this offseason via trade, free agency, and draft, I say you push all your fucking chips in and you go for it because you were right there in this past season. You saw any team in the NFC of those top 5 could have gone to that fucking Super Bowl in my mind. Like,
I think
why
it's worth,
not just
and I
go
think it's
all in
worth
now?
mentioning. I hated the mentality. I hated that, and majority of Bears fans did this. It wasn't just
With the Garrett thing and the Trey Hendrickson thing in terms
I
of,
hated the
yeah.
preceding everything we said all the time as Bears fans, guys. Well, they're not a Super Bowl team this year. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that fucking approach. I hate it. I think if you believe that you had the head coach,
Yeah, Bizzo,
the
he did.
answer, I believe if you thought you had the quarterback, the answer at quarterback, the answer at head coach, you don't have that mentality. That's not a mentality to approach the season with. We're still a year away. No, Myles Garrett was available, and I'm going to say this, guys, and credit to us on the bare minimum. And I don't know how available Myles Garrett
I
actually
don't think
was,
he was ever that
but
available. He requested
but
a trade for
but
sure, but I don't
it
think
is
the Browns were ever
it's
going to trade
important
him.
to say me and Dustin thought you do this.
You give him
fucking
whatever
do
the fuck
this.
you need to get him.
Yes.
And a
And
lot of
look at the
Bears fans were
season
saying
that
they're
guy
not.
just
And a
had.
lot of Bears fans were saying they're not in the position to trade for him. They shouldn't give up their draft picks because they're still not a Super Bowl team. Like you said, they're still a
Yes.
year or two
Hate that
away.
mentality, man.
Imagine if you had 23 sacks on this roster, a team that only had 35 sacks in the regular season. Myles Garrett had 23 by his
that didn't
fucking
age well,
self.
man. He had the best season in NFL history. That didn't
That
age
literally changes your defense, and that makes all the difference in this past season. The way this Bears season went, in my mind.
Yeah, so now
So I
Bears
agree.
fans will have the approach like, oh yeah, now
So
they're,
do
now
you
they're
think?
right.
So are you like, if an opportunity like that presents itself, if you're Ryan Poles, do you jump on it in this offseason?
Yes.
Push all your chips in, right?
If there's a guy if there's a Micah Parsons or a Myles Garrett that's on the block again, on the trade block again, which won't happen. We talked about those guys don't become available. That's another thing, man. Those guys just don't. That doesn't happen.
Well, there's Max Crosby, and then there's the
So-
Trey Hendrickson in free agency. That's what you're kind of looking.
when
Those are the big splashes.
I think personally, Dustin, I think that's Ryan Poles' goal. I think Trey Hendrickson is what Ryan Poles has got. He's licking his chops there. I think that's where the mindset is. You're not talking about draft capital. You're talking about money, and we're restructuring DJ Moore. It looks to me like they are preparing themselves to make an offer to a Trey Hendrickson. And what sucks, man, is I did some homework on Trey Hendrickson. He did play, I think it was like
Been
7
doing a
games.
lot of homework, Brandon.
I have. I've been trying to prepare myself for these shows a little more than I have been as of late, guys. I got a lot of shit going on, but I think his win rate was really bad. And I know he had 4 sacks in 7 games or whatever it was when he played when he was healthy last year.
Well,
but
the defense he was on was
like
really bad.
he
Brandon.
was like 52nd. Well, it always is. The defense is always bad. It's always bad.
I mean, not as bad as it was this past year. Not that bad, but like
He's always the best player on it.
Yeah, for sure. It's just more like how often they were on the field, how much
he fell outside the top 50, and
he was. Is that one-on-one though? Is that all one-on-one? Is that what you're talking about?
It was a next gen stats thing. It was just player rankings by win rate on the defensive line. It didn't even have to be an edge, and he was inside the top 32 almost his entire career up until last season. And I'm not talking, the injury is irrelevant. This is when he was on the field. He had fallen outside the top 50 when he was on the field. So you got to hope that Trey Hendrickson gets back into that.
He's 32, gonna be 33. Man.
Yeah, you're hoping that he gets back into that form after an injury.
Whereas Max Crosby's 28
and just exploded.
He's a lot more dominant.
The guy's a fucking. He showed Chicago he's a freak, and we've known that. But
J2K says, I think we're already a Super Bowl team. As long as you can win in the playoffs, anything can happen. And that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, if you're there and like you can make a couple of splashes and get here, like, why would you not do it while your quarterback, your star quarterback, is on his rookie contract?
Well, I do.
This is when to do it in my mind.
J2K, I think we were like Kyle said it best a week ago, and it made me think. Like, we just watched. You got Josh Allen, you got Lamar Jackson, you got Pat Mahomes. We just watched Drake May and Sam Darnold in a Super Bowl because these guys had defense. So I don't know. Like we could say the Bears are a Super Bowl team because they got as far as they did this year, but they
and also because
defense, man.
Patrick Mahomes got injured. Josh Allen was playing with an injury.
They need a defense.
But yeah,
defense.
The defense for the Bills was not good. The Bears defense was not good all season, but they played really well in that game against the Rams, man. Like they played well enough to win, and the offense kind of let them
You know
down.
what sucks? Matt Stafford eliminated us. And that's
Okay,
the guy.
so he'll be 32 on this season. Sorry, True. Thank you.
And that's the
Appreciate
guy.
you.
That's the guy I would have rooted for. That's the guy I would have rooted for if he had made it to a Super Bowl. There was just nobody to root for in that game, and I don't want to get back to the Super Bowl, but there's just nobody to care about in that football game. Not an individual player.
I'd liked the Seahawks going into the season. I thought they were a playoff team. Not a lot of people did. I liked Sam Darnold, and it was cool to see him.
I think you thought both those teams were playoff teams.
I didn't have the Patriots in the playoffs, actually. I had them at 10 wins.
Double-digit wins.
Yeah. I had them at 10 wins and missing the playoffs. Obviously, that didn't happen. The AFC was not as good as I expected it to be, as a lot of people expected it to be. Vizzo says, what do you guys think of Jalen Phillips? I thought that the Bears should have tried to – I mean, obviously, he chose Philly for a reason, but, like,
since he was drafted, I've loved him.
I was open to the Bears going to get him, in this season when he was available.
Christian Wilkins were playing.
He's a good player.
Yeah, that pass rush in Miami was scary a couple of years ago, guys, and he was a big part of
it. What's up? What's up, Buck? How you doing?
What's going on, Buck?
Said your dog ate your homework.
What he said, I didn't see the rest of that. I always like to see the chats addressed to me.
I don't know. He called me Justin, so I'm not reading it.
Oh.
Had our defense been healthy, we are a Super Bowl team. Ed, it's good to see you, man. Had our defense been healthy, we are a Super Bowl team. It wasn't a talent issue. I gotta disagree with you there a little bit. I mean,
who we talking? What we talk like health in regards to who?
I mean, they got pretty healthy towards the end there. I mean, obviously, your defensive backfield was completely obliterated for most of the season. Your linebackers were obliterated throughout the entire season. There was health issues.
Back. You had Jalen back.
They got healthy, but like, were they at full health and all those things? As the defense started to get healthier,
you didn't have Dial. I don't know if that was super impactful.
I mean, obviously, Shamar Turner. I mean, there were injuries. Obviously, there were huge injuries all season, especially on the defensive side, Brandon. Like that. That's legitimate.
At the end of that year, though, it had kind of aligned. Everybody you wanted back was back. Kyler Gordon was back. Jalen Johnson had a couple of weeks under his belt to get healthy and returning. I don't
listen, but if you have that mentality,
front was bad. Healthy, they were bad.
J2K, I gotta say, if you have that mentality, then it's just like, okay, so are we running it back with that same defense again this year? You think that this is a Super Bowl team if they just run back with the same 11 they had on defense? I don't think so. That defense gave up some of the most yards in the NFL, most points in the NFL, like consistently got gashed with the run. I mean, they couldn't stop anyone. They had a really good game, that last game against the Rams. They stepped up in a huge way. And that's a small sample size, though, versus the entire season. And obviously they were hurt, but like, I'm not confident that you don't need to improve that defense an awful lot to step up another level and, compete for it.
I do want to say this, man. I mean, Caleb, everybody talked about DJ Moore didn't finish a route, and Caleb threw 3 interceptions in a playoff. Like, they lost. The Rams kicked a field goal in overtime because they were able to move the ball on the Bears defense. The Bears theoretically lost the game on defense. The defense gave up the winning play. So and Matt Stafford, and the defense
played well enough to win that game.
On that final drive, they did not apply pressure.
Yeah,
that's what you need.
Yeah,
time and time again.
And J2K, yeah, I hear you, man. And then there are some good players on this defense, and there are some good players on this defense that are free agents that I want to bring back, for sure. But I think there's some really key stuff that you got to add, and you got to
listen. I think
rotationally wise as well as starters on this defense.
I think your secondary is much better than they looked, and I think the front 7 kind of left the secondary, kind of hung them out to dry. I think that, and I think if you can improve on that defensive front, the secondary will play really good football again, especially with the addition of Kyler Gordon We saw the impact he made in that Rams game. We saw the impact he makes when he's on the field. I think the secondary is still a very strong unit on this Bears team. I said that all offseason. I said it even when they were.
Well, the secondary is where the injuries were at their
Yes.
worst in my mind. Like in terms of the Jalen Johnson, I don't know
but
if he never got fully healthy. He never looked.
I don't think they're a
Neither did
very
Connor Gordon.
cohesive defense. I don't think the defensive front is doing enough to help the guys on the backside of that defense. I think because people are saying like Matt Miller had them taking Thieneman. I think it was Matt
I
Miller.
hate waffles and pancakes, J2K. I hate them both.
Who was it? One of these guys, either Matt Miller or Jeremiah, had him taking Thieneman, the safety out of
It was Daniel Jeremiah,
Oregon.
Dylan Finneman.
But I hate the idea of using
Cinnamon
your first round
waffles.
pick on a player in the secondary because I think your secondary is quality, man, as long as those guys up front get better. There's
Well,
on paper.
it also depends on you have no safeties on your
Brisker and
roster.
Byard, yeah.
Yeah, but no,
and
you
you're
have
gonna,
no,
one
they're
of those
both free
guys,
agents.
One of them will
they're
not.
all free agents. Elijah Hicks too. Like they're all
Well,
gone.
fuck those guys. But one of those guys will not be back. I think you can get better depth than John Owens and Elijah Hicks, even in free agency. Even the bargain signings are better than those guys. I do think though, one of those guys will not return to this roster, Dustin. One of those guys will not return.
Well, that's kind of what. So
I agree, J2K. I don't. I'm good.
It depends on who you're talking about, but I mean, there's not in the range of the Bears are going to be picking. There's not a guy for sure in the secondary that I'm like super thrilled on right now. Now I got a lot of work to do in terms of catching up on this draft. But we're gonna do an off-season simulator with stick to the model. Be the GM. Again, there are some flaws with this thing from what I've seen in the few that I've done, but I'm seeing a lot of people post them out there, and so I just figured we can do one here live with you guys, and like y'all can kind of help us make some of these decisions and see how we get graded on this offseason and what we think of our roster. One thing I will say, I've done like 5 of these now with the Bears, and every time I don't do anything with CJ Gardner-Johnson. I don't re-sign him, but he somehow ends up on my final depth chart, and I don't know why or how. I haven't understood it yet. Am I missing something? I don't know if like is he just automatic? Is he already re-signed and like I'm just not aware of it?
Is that set in stone?
Jed says waffles are A tier, pancakes are B tier. French toast stands above both. If I was going to pick one of those 3, it would be French toast. 100%, Jed. I am simpatico with you there.
I'm a chicken and waffle guy. I like that. I think that's a salad because I'm not a big breakfast guy. I don't like breakfast.
I like breakfast at lunch. Like I just eggs and bacon. I'm avoiding the carbs altogether.
If you throw some fried chicken into my breakfast, I'm more willing to eat it. I'll say that.
Fried chicken is great any time of the day, no matter what you eat it with.
Especially maple syrup.
That's something I'm trying to avoid too. J2K says cinnamon rolls in the waffle iron. Thank me later. I don't have either of those things.
Thank me later. It sounds good. So sweet. Breakfast is outside of eggs, which is obviously a salty food. Like it's so sweet. Breakfast is so sweet. Everything's sweet.
I'm just like I'll do eggs over easy, eggs scrambled, eggs boiled, and
I'm a big
some sausages or some bacon, and like I'm good. Some avocado. That's where I'm at.
I'm not a big the sweet thing, man. Waffles, egg syrup is sweet. Everything's sweet, man. In breakfast food, I'm not a big breakfast guy. Dustin, I do want to say this. You asked me how I think the Bears should approach this offseason, how Ryan Poles might. You need to overhaul that defensive line as much as you possibly can.
The way you did your offensive line last year.
Before the draft occurs. Before the draft occurs, do as much work on that line as you possibly can.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you need to we're getting a lot of Ed says keep it up, I'll be out of here in the kitchen cooking. Yeah, I mean Ed loves his food. I see his stuff on Facebook. It's usually food or nature. That's where Ed Buckley's at. True Pilgrim says Brisker is better than Curl if he's healthy. I'd rather just keep JB. Man, I am with you. I am like, thank you, True, because like I just want Jaquan Brisker back. I don't want to let this guy go. And if I'm picking between Byard and Brisker, I'm picking Brisker. personally. He's 26 years old. He's young. He's going to get better. I think he's a very versatile player, and I think he had a damn good season, and he only got better as the season went on. I would hate to see him go somewhere else and just turn into the beast that Ryan Poles drafted him to be. I would hate that.
He had
I
a
want
tremendous
Brisker back.
playoff game. I do want to say this though, man. I think the captain thing holds a lot more water than people think. I think it does.
No, for sure. I mean, he's the leader on this team. I want them both back. I'm just saying, if I had to choose between one, I'm taking the young guy.
But I
that
think the
has
captain
more
thing
upside.
means more to the guys who will make that decision than it does to the fans.
No, for sure. I mean, just the fact that he's been a vocal leader for this team since he's been here.
Since
I
the
mean,
minute he was signed,
even as a free agent, just got here. He became a leader on this team, and I mean, obviously, that's important for the guys in the locker room and for the coaches. And I don't know, man. It's just I love Brisker. We're gonna get into it with this offseason thing. I just want to say, Jed says, J2K, I'll thank you now. Why would you assume I'm not doing that immediately? Jed is putting cinnamon. Jed has them both. I don't have a waffle iron. I don't have cinnamon rolls in the house, so I can't try that.
I don't even have fucking groceries, so that's where I'm standing here.
Brandon.
Oh,
go shopping, man.
If Brisker is healthy,
just eggs and bacon. So
I mean, the health thing. Brisker did a good job at silencing.
He stayed healthy all season. Yeah. Stayed healthy all season.
With a lot of, I think he was like the one guy that did. It's kind of fucked up how that worked out. Because the guy we were most worried about as the season approached, he was the one player of the secondary that like remained. So kudos to him on that. And
avoided concussions. He tackled in a much smarter way all season. He was a lot less reckless.
Ed says brisket on purpose.
Yeah, Ed's got food on the brain for sure.
I do think this. Brisker's gonna get paid. He's gonna get paid. No matter where it is he goes, he's gonna get paid. He's gonna get paid. Big safety money, guys. He'll find himself in the top 15 in contracts at that position, especially after the playoff game that he had. I mean, he was the best player on defense in that Rams game. I'll say that, Dustin.
Yep, he was, and they needed him desperately, and I think they need him going forward, man. We're gonna get into it, and Phil says, "Are you guys looking to draft defensive tackle or edge in the first round for shits and giggles?" I think it lines up a lot better for defensive tackle, but honestly, yes. I'm just gonna be best player available. We're gonna do a mock draft with this offseason thing, and
a bunch.
You guys can help. You guys can help us with it right now. But I just think you got to be open to how the board falls, and I think Poles. That's one thing that he's done a really good job at. Is just kind of being open to how the board falls and adjusting when he needs to adjust and moving back if he needs to move back. So I mean, like, I think that they're gonna draft the right player at that spot. I really do, and I wouldn't put it past them to potentially trade back too. Like that's a spot. That's a spot that teams like to trade back into the first round if they're looking for something.
I want to stress this
more draft capital.
I feel much better. We talked about the loss of Ian Cunningham, but I do feel much better with this Ben Johnson staff in regards to who these guys are going to add in this draft. This draft was tremendously impactful on this Bears season. I don't think that they make it as far as they do if they didn't take the guys they did. And that just, Ben Johnson's first draft was a major success. So
yeah.
Dennis Allen, Ben Johnson and I thought the defensive players in this draft we still got to see it, guys. Turner was injured. Frazier didn't get to play. Hippolyte got smoked by Darnell Washington. That put a stamp on his season. But
that's a very good point, Brandon. And then you could throw Austin Booker into that, who was injured for the first half of the season, basically, and really came on strong and did exactly what he showed he could do in the preseason and that we expected him to do, and he's only going to get better. So you're talking about Hippolyte, who hasn't had a chance to do shit, Zay Frazier, who hasn't had a chance to do shit, and Turner, who got hurt and
looked good.
Injury.
I thought he was good.
And Austin Booker. There are some pieces here. So J2K is right to say, like, there's some talent on this defense.
We got to see it. We got the verdict's out on Hippolyte and Frazier, but Turner looked like an impact.
There's some potential on this defense too, man.
Yeah, and I do think I'll say this, guys. The Bears ain't going to leave that linebacker position alone. And You make how much
Oh.
millions of dollars do you make if you cut Tremaine Edmonds? It's like
We're gonna get into that right
15
now,
or
man.
20.
But my main focus and a lot of these that I've been doing is completely revamping this linebacker core. So let's get into it, man. Again, chat. We're gonna go through the offseason. Please throw out what you want once we get into free agent signings or restructures, or maybe there's some stuff y'all know that we're missing. And when it comes to the mock draft as well. Brandon, you ready? I need you to be here to be my eyes once I go start. Brandon, you fuck. You leave at the worst time, you son of a bitch. Well, guys, I can't start this until I have eyes. You look right here at the Bears. It's negative $5 million in cap right now. So the restructure thing and the cut thing is what you just jump right into when you're doing this, right?
Sorry, allergies are killing me at the moment.
But you got to be careful with the restructures. You got to make sure, as I said, like these are guys that are going to be on your team, that are going to be here, like that. You don't want to create a bunch of dead money with guys that aren't on your team. So we're going to try to make some cap space first and foremost, but we don't want to get too crazy with it to where we sacrifice future for now. But at the same time, me and Brandon both just said, I think this is a damn good offseason to kind of push your chips all in and see what you can get out of it. And Jed says DeMarco Jackson can be a beast. I don't know if he would get the chance. Has good depth though, and he's good depth though, and better than Edmonds being a waste of space out there. All right, Brandon, I'm gonna pop over here. Are you able to keep up on the chat?
Yeah, tentatively. I do this through my phone. It's very hard to select chats for whatever reason.
I really want to hear what the chat has to say in terms of these choices that we're going to be making.
Yeah, I don't want to leave them blind.
Yeah. Any day now.
All right, I'm excited for this, man. I've never done one of these.
All right, so I'm just going to go to these smart suggestions. This is cap management. So right off the bat, we got cut candidates. We got Tyreek Stevenson. I'm not interested in that. Tyson Bagent.
There's no money there.
Well, here, if you click on them, dead money 0.4, net savings 3.6. Tyson Bagent, dead money 1 million.
We know that's not happening after
watching
the result of not having a quality backup.
Yeah, no, I don't want that to happen. I think Tyson Bagent, they just signed him last year.
Denver's season ended because of this, guys. You got to have somebody there, man.
So what bothers me right now is that Tremaine Edmonds isn't right here, so we're going to have to go find him. But before I do that, Amen Agbangbamiga, do we want to keep him or do we want to cut him?
Cut him.
You cut him, you save 2.1 million. Dead money is 0.4 million.
Yeah.
Cut him?
Yeah.
Josh Blackwell.
I'm not cutting him, man.
You save 2.1 million, dead money 0.4. I mean, he's your cornerback.
Special teams monster.
Okay. So we're gonna keep him.
I think he went to the Pro Bowl last year. He's a quality special teams player.
Dallas Flowers, you save 1.2, no dead money.
I didn't know that was a guy.
Let's do that.
I didn't know that person existed.
Roshan Johnson needs to go in my mind. 1.1 net savings.
Yeah, we're done with this, guys. Money. We're done with this. This project's over.
It's limited dead money so far with the guys we've cut. Now we're on to Terrell Smith. I'm going to go find Tremaine Edmonds because we're on the same page. We're cutting Tremaine Edmonds, right? Like, this is a done deal. Every Bears fan, guys in the chat, everybody, cut Tremaine Edmonds, right?
Yep. I'm for it, dude. The injury, he was looking good, and the injury set him back.
All right. So we're going to cut Tremaine Edmonds. That's going to save us.
Keep Blackwell.
Okay, we're keeping him. We got you. Make sure you keep that coming, Brandon. I want to know what they're saying. Net cap savings for Tremaine Edmonds, 14.9 million. Dead money is 2.4. So, I mean, it's not an insignificant amount of dead money, but compared to what you're saving, he is certainly worth cutting, correct?
Yeah, I thought he was overpaid from the minute he got it.
Yep, we're cutting him. All right. Any other cut candidates in your mind, Brandon? I mean, the list here is not anybody.
No,
according to
I mean,
them.
there's guys I would love to cut, but it's not going to benefit you financially. I want Dio off this fucking team, dude.
Yeah,
That guy
there's no way that's
sucks.
happening. It's a lot of. I think that's like 23 million in dead money. You want to just get the number real quick, just to
Yeah, I would love to know what that number is.
let's see here.
It's probably going to upset me.
22 million in dead money.
Oh, Jesus. That
Yeah,
sucks.
you just paid him an awful lot of money. Grady Jarrett will be 21 million in dead money, just so everybody knows.
I thought Grady Jarrett played really well at the end of that season, man. I want Grady
I thought he
Jarrett
played
on this
great.
football team. Yeah, I
No,
want him
yeah,
here.
and obviously you have no choice in the matter. He's not going nowhere. All right.
And he's a leader, dude. He's a captain.
So now we're on to restructure. Right now we have 3 candidates listed here. DJ Moore, base salary 23 million, convertible over 4 years. So if we do a standard spread that over his remaining 4 years, we're saving $16.7 million.
Let's do it.
His new cap hit becomes 11.5 million.
And it was
Now,
reported that he will be restructured.
So just so you know, if you cut him, future dead money is 16.7 million. That money that you're spreading out, right?
You know, he's a restructurer trade. He's not a. I like DJ Moore. He's not a cut candidate.
Well, here's the thing: we might restructure him, and then we might trade him.
Trade him anyways.
I mean, does it make? Now, here's my question: if anybody has the answer to this in the chat, if you restructure him, does that hurt you in a trade? Because I fully plan on looking to trade DJ Moore, guys. Personally, I think in terms of what you can save and what you can get back, and also what you're opening up for Luther Burden and Roma Dunze and Jade Walker, right? Like in terms of the opportunity that you're opening up for these younger guys, I think trading him is a smart thing to do. JTK says DJ Moore cut in 2027, 8 million dead, 2028, 4 million dead. Jed says trade DJ Moore and Cole Kmet and one second round pick in 2027 draft and a third or fourth in 2028. He wants to do that for Max Crosby.
The irony that is these players people fall in love with. I mean, DJ Moore is a trade candidate because you are correct, Bears fans.
He's valuable.
He's a good fucking football player. That's what makes him tradable. We wouldn't even be discussing trading DJ Moore if he was just ass.
Yeah, no, we'd just be stuck with his contract
because nobody wants him.
But Ed says he definitely keeps
desired. Yeah.
Well, listen, I don't know. I am not that big of a cap analyst to understand if we do the restructure and then trade, if that negatively impacts us. Yeah. Do we lose? So I mean,
anybody know that, guys? You guys in the DJ or you guys in the chat? Is just
I'm gonna
restructuring DJ and then trading him.
We're just gonna trade DJ Moore, Brandon. We're not gonna restructure. We're just gonna trade. All right. Montez Sweat, do we want to restructure him? Now, this is over 2 years. And we spread it over the remaining 2 years. We gained 9.8 million. His current cap hit is 25. We would knock that down to 15.1. Is that something you want to do?
I think we should drink. Montez Sweat had a good season.
You're not interested in cutting Montez Sweat next year. You're tying yourself to Montez Sweat for the next 2 years if you do this.
Well, because we're doing it based on this offseason alone, let's restructure.
We're restructuring Montez Sweat. All right. So right now, just so everybody knows, we are up to 23.9 million in cap space. We've created 29.2 with cuts and restructures. The offensive line, I'm restructuring everybody. Joe Tooney, I have no problem restructuring because, I mean, now he is older. That's the one concern with Joe Tooney, but I think he's going to be here.
Just won the protector of the year.
Yeah, I think he's going to be here for the remainder of his contract, and I have no problem gaining 7.4 million in cap by restructuring that over the next 2 years.
Him and Jonah Jackson both, I think
both, and Dahlman
worth looking at.
Jalen Johnson to me is a definite restructure because you're talking about he's going to be a part of your team. I don't think he's going anywhere. You can gain 6.9 million restructuring.
No, and you know what's weird, man? A lot of people online are pitching this trade JJ thing. I think he has the least value he's ever held.
Yeah, now's not the time to do that. I think a
I'm not
restructure makes
touching it. Yeah.
yeah, I think a restructure makes a lot of sense. I mean, you're spreading that over 2 years. I think he's going to play out his contract, so that makes sense to me. Grady Jarrett is not a restructure because I think you want to get out from under him as quickly as possible. Now I'm missing
Cairo Santos in there.
no, he is not.
That's a restructure.
I gotta find Jonah Jackson.
Santos is making a decent amount of money, man. His Bajent wasn't a restructure candidate, not just a cut candidate.
Why can't I restructure Jonah
He's
Jackson?
making like 10 million over 2 years.
No, yeah, no, that's not something we're gonna do. Let's see here. Where am I?
Listen, I want to say this, man, guys. After what happened to that Broncos team, Bajent is a far more important piece that I ever gave him credit for.
We're gonna restructure Dahlman. Yeah, no, Bajent has been good, and I think it's important to have a solid backup. And
I think he would be
the Bears
okay
are happy with him
if he had to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, he doesn't have to play at all. We want Caleb did a damn good job staying healthy so far these first 2 years. All right, we're gonna restructure Dahlman.
MVP.
That's going to save us $4.9 million. That puts us to $43 million in cap space.
Hey, I said that before. Stephen A. Smith said that today, by the way.
What?
Stephen A. Smith deemed Caleb as the 2026 MVP.
Apparently, you can't restructure Jonah Jackson. I was doing it earlier, but it's not giving me the option here. That sucks.
Maybe there's some restriction on how many players you can. I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works, man. I don't
No, there wasn't
too much on the business side of the NFL.
I don't want to restructure Grady Jarrett, and I don't want to restructure Dio. I want to get out of it. You're gonna have dead money with that, and I don't want to restructure TJ Edwards, man. That's another guy like I would like to get off of as quickly as possible. So our only other option is to restructure DJ Moore.
No, we made a call on that.
Yeah, you're right. So we're just gonna trade him. All right. So I think our restructures are done. Usually I get 5 restructures out of this. So franchise tag candidates. I don't want to use the franchise tag on any of these guys. Kevin Byard, DeAndre Swift, Jaquan Brisker. That's an insane amount of money to put on any of these guys.
I do want to say this. I think the one thing that we've done so far, guys, that the Bears will absolutely do.
Oh, Jackson was already restructured. Thank you, J2K, and thank you, Brandon, for keeping up on the chat. Appreciate you, brother.
I think. Well, I can't. It's not showing me new chats. Like this is J2K's is the just popped in after you read it as the news chat. The one thing the Bears are going to do, guys. You can go ahead and quote me. Tremaine Edmonds is going.
He's going to be cut
on this football team. Yeah.
And I'll tell you this: we're gonna trade DJ Moore, guys, right now. And Ed says TJ Edwards is the best linebacker we got. I think DeMarco Jackson. I think DeMarco Jackson is the best linebacker on the Bears right now. And honestly, I just think TJ Edwards is too slow, man. True Pilgrim says, "What about Cole? Now Cole Kmet is another guy that we're gonna look at trading, Brandon, and see what we can get for him." Jed wants us to trade everybody for Max Crosby.
I was very vocal at the end of this season that the Cole Kmet Colston Loveland thing cannot be taken from this football team. It is.
Now, what if you replace him with? Now, guys, like, do you think there's a giant difference between Cole Kmet and a guy like Calcaterra from the Eagles?
Yes.
Who's a free agent, or Noah Gray, who's a free agent from the Chiefs?
I think that Eagles team suffers tremendously when Dallas Goedert misses time.
Okay. There's some good. Isaiah Likely is a free agent, but I mean he's gonna command a lot of money. Kyle Pitts is another guy, a free agent. He's gonna command a lot of money. David Njoku. Now you can. I think you can.
Njoku is an interesting one, man.
Yeah, he is. I think you can restructure Cole Kmet.
Harold Fannin had a really good year, and I felt it was a mutual thing between because I don't know if you know, Njoku announced Monday he will not resign with the Browns.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So that's an interesting one. I think Njoku and Cole Kmet are pretty equivalent.
Brandon, I've traded Cole Kmet just flat out and saved the cap space that way. Now, if we're not going to trade him, we're going to keep him. then restructuring him makes sense, and that would save us $3.8 million and
Well,
put
I'm not
us
that. I
to
don't fall in
about
love with players, guys. We can trade
47.
Cole Kmet all day. I don't fall in love with people. I do think that having another tight end with the ability to do what Cole Kmet does is important in this football. I think that is the
It is
standalone
the
element.
double tight end is, and it can't be, and Durham Smythe was just on a 1-year deal. Are you gonna re-sign him? Like
You fucking
he's not
better.
gonna he's not. Yeah, we're gonna look at that, but I mean, like he's not gonna play the role that Cole Kmet did in this
No, and he's not going to
offense.
ask for a lot of
No.
money because he's a blocking tight end strictly. He's not a
All right.
receiver.
No, but the thing is, if you want to keep Cole Kmet, I think we should restructure him right now.
I don't know. Have you? So you've done this before. Are these two
Yeah.
tight ends in free agency? Is their contracts looking?
I mean, it's okay. I mean, there's Charlie Kohler's out there, Calcaterra. It's just guys that like I expect Colston Loveland to take a huge
I
leap
wonder if you couldn't trade Cole
in
Kmet
his
for like
second year.
Elijah Arroyo, like a rookie tight end who didn't get
That doesn't
utilized
make
on.
much. That doesn't make much sense to
It's
do.
cheap.
Yeah, but like, if I'm trading Cole Kmet, I want draft capital. I don't want Elijah Arroyo personally. I would rather
I
just
think
keep Cole
Arroyo's a
Kmet.
stud, dude.
I like him a
Thank you.
lot, but I would rather just keep Cole Kmet.
He's a wide receiver playing the position. He's got a lot of
All right,
potential.
let's just move on. We're good here. I think we've created a good amount of cap. We've freed up 48.4 million to get us to 43.1 after that -5.
Oh yeah.
J2K says
I hope the Bears do that, bro.
J2K says I'd extend Kmet and bring down his yearly average. Let's see here.
Likely is a monster receiver.
Extension candidates. So if we extend and restructure Cole Kmet, that's 14.4 million a year is what that's putting that at.
No chance. No chance.
I mean, and what's the lowest I can go? The lowest I can go is 11.9 million a year. I mean, now he's making more per year. I don't want to pay him that much, especially with Colston Loveland. It says the range here is 14 million to 16.9. His yearly goes up. I don't like that at all. Again, I don't know how accurate this thing is. It's just a fun experiment.
Think about Likely and Loveland.
Yeah, that would be amazing. But Likely, I think, is pretty expensive. It's going to be pretty expensive because a lot of people will like his skill set and his size.
And I think a lot of people think the Ravens just underutilized him.
All right. I think we did everything we're going to do with cap management.
I think Likely gets re-signed by the Ravens. Mark Andrews is a fucking skeleton, dude.
So here's the question. How likely, speaking of it, how likely do you think it is that the Bears are freeing up, making themselves that much cushion with the cap, with just cap management, just cutting players and restructuring a $43 million cap right now going into free agency, basically?
I can almost guarantee you're getting that 14 out of Tremaine Edmonds. I can almost guarantee that's going to happen this offseason.
Was it 14.9? It was basically 15 million.
I don't think they're going to get to 48.
Well, we're at 43. We cleared up
43. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I think that's a bit of a pipe dream, but I think they will get above 20.
Oh, well, they better. All right, so here we got some trade offers. Philadelphia wants Cole Kmet, and they want to give us the 54th pick.
So Philadelphia's not loving Calcaterra.
Now Denver wants Cole Kmet, and they want to give us the 62nd pick and the 130th pick. Carolina wants them, and they'll give us pick 51.
Good Lord. Cole Kmet is as far as the Simulator is concerned, is their highest trade candidate?
New York Giants offered Dexter Lawrence for our 57th pick.
Sorry, what is that, second rounder? Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I would love to fucking do that, Dustin.
Okay, so here's the thing. We can get the 51st pick for Cole Kmet right now from the Carolina Panthers, and then trade our 57th pick for Dexter Lawrence.
Let's fucking do
Where's
that.
the chat at with this? I like this.
Anybody last one I got is Buckley talking about like.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna trade Cole Kmet for the 51st pick. Save 11.5 million.
Insane. Could you
Now,
imagine if Dexter? God, could you imagine if that fucking guy landed on the Bears, dude? He's a top
dude,
3 player at that position.
yeah, I've never seen him offered up in these trades when I've done this up to
Because
this point.
they're in trouble, man. The Giants are in trouble. They're gonna.
All right, but keep in mind it's going to limit us in terms of free agency because that's going to count 26.5 million against our cap immediately. But he's worth that, yes.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. He is a fucking wrecking ball of a defensive tackle, dude.
The Vikings are offering us Ivan Pace for pick 89. I'm not feeling that. The Tennessee's offering us Tony Pollard for 129 and 163. Why the fuck would we do that? And then Pittsburgh's offering us Nick Herbig, the outside linebacker. He's a 3-4 guy. He's a pass rusher, but he's a 3-4 guy. All right, so let's do the Cole Kmet thing and then the Dexter Lawrence thing, yes?
Yeah.
All right. So we're getting pick 51. We're sending out pick 57, and we're getting Dexter Lawrence. We're giving up Cole Kmet. I like it.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It cost the Bears Cole Kmet theoretically to get Dexter Lawrence.
Good now guy. We're going to build our own trade, and we're going to trade DJ Moore.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to add DJ Moore to this. I'm sorry to everyone. You know, we love DJ Moore, but salary is $30 million, and we have Roma Dunze and Luther Burden. So what the teams that jump to mind to me, man, in terms of like could need a DJ Moore are Buffalo, Baltimore, who else?
Want to trade him to Green Bay?
No, not at all. New England could use a guy like him, but their pick sucks. Can we get a first-round pick for DJ Moore? Do you think that's realistic at all?
No, not at all.
Okay, well, let's try it. We got Baltimore here. I'm going to throw them in here.
Okay,
add a pick. Listen now, so this is what they do. They do the value. Where is it? That value was 90, and DJ Moore is not showing the value on there. The value of this pick was 90. I don't know what the value of DJ Moore is.
I'm not trying to beat up on DJ Moore, Dustin, for the sake of conversation. Oh, $100 million receiver that caught 600 yards. Not a first-round pick, guys. Not a chance. That ain't happening.
If we can get rid of DJ Moore, we're gonna gain $15 million in cap space.
The production does not provide that opportunity. 600 yards, guys. I love DJ Moore as much as you do.
J2K says Buffalo. J2K says Buffalo and Baltimore have coaches who coach DJ. True Pilgrim says the Ravens are perfect for DJ.
I think Buffalo's perfect for DJ.
Ed Buckley says, "I'll be right back. Gotta make me." Ed Buckley says, "I'll be right back. Gotta make me some breakfast." Okay. We're gonna offer this trade. We're gonna try to get the 14th pick in the fucking draft for DJ Moore.
God, could you?
Baltimore agreed, but reluctantly. That's what it said. We just got the 14th pick for DJ Moore.
Yeah, and tell me, listen, tell me, no, for real, all the lovers out there, and I like DJ Moore. He had the moment of the year in the NFL. He got an award for it. Tell me this, guys. If we were offered the 14th pick for DJ Moore,
I do that shit in a heartbeat. That's not realistic.
Is that yes or no? Is that yes or no in the chat, guys?
Foster says, "Who get a better fifth and take DJ's contract
with this draft?" With this draft, you could get a better receiver than DJ Moore.
J2K says, "Okay, this is unrealistic." LOL. Yeah, we got the 14th pick for DJ.
Yeah, that's extremely unrealistic because he's not getting you a first-round pick.
Well, listen, man, DJ Moore's a good player.
Hey, Jed's back.
That's a damn good trade for Baltimore. They just got a number 1 receiver for the 14th pick.
And a strong receiver class, Dustin. I don't know if you've looked at these mock drafts.
Yeah, you could get Jordan
first 20 picks are edges and receivers. You got that Lemon kid that everybody loves so much, but like receivers and edges, guys. Look at these mock drafts. Receivers and edges, all the way through the first.
We're just spitballing here. We're just having some fun, but like the chat definitely understands how unrealistic that trade was. But we just got the 14th pick for DJ Moore. And we got Dexter Lawrence. And we have $58 million in cap space, Brandon. And we traded Dexter Lawrence for a 57th pick, but we traded Cole Kmet for the 51st pick, so we didn't lose anything. In
So we
terms
got
of
a
draft
better
capital.
second-round pick and Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
This is not unrealistic at all. What are you guys talking about?
All right, I think we're done trading. This is we're gonna lose the audience.
Wait. Let's offer Roshan Johnson for like a first.
What? Let's see here. Who can we have? TJ Edwards. Let's see what we can get for TJ Edwards.
It's the second pick in the draft. This is ridiculous. So this is they just accept.
Listen, I think the Cowboys could use a linebacker. Let's see if we can get anything.
Send them back to the Eagles.
All right. So we're gonna see Dallas. Will Dallas give us the 12th pick for TJ?
Reluctantly.
Yes, but reluctantly.
They're not happy about it.
Uneven value makes trade unlikely. All right. Okay. All right,
Came a little more realistic. Dude, I think it's funny it even mentions that. Like the Ravens were like, yeah, fine. What the fuck? Like,
let's adjust it. All right.
We'll do it because we have to.
Uneven value. I got
like a GM's gonna tell us that.
What about a second round pick? Oh, pick 20. They got 2 first-round picks.
Who's that?
The Cowboys.
Yeah.
They got
Green
pick
Bay.
20. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna try to get that 20th pick.
Let's try to get Green Bay's pick. That's the fucking
uneven. Oh.
That was the icing on the cake. Hey, Green Bay.
Sons of bitches.
We got your shit.
Consider adding a draft pick to balance value for Dallas. Let's see here. Should we add a draft pick or should we just try to go for a second? I don't think they even have a second round pick. They have like.
You're really trying to overhaul this linebacking core.
I am. Let's add pick.
I like Demario Jackson.
Let's add pick 129.
Is that his name? Demario Jackson? I don't know.
DeMarco Jackson?
DeMarco Jackson. That's what it is. DeMarco Jackson.
Oh, Dallas rejected. All right. This is getting a little ridiculous. Do you think that we should even try to trade? Yeah, see, they go from pick 12 and 20. Who else needs a linebacker, guys? Who else? Where can we dump TJ Edwards off at?
Does it show you, Dustin? Does it show you did it show us like the re-signing contracts? Like did it give Nashawn Wright like a projection?
Oh, we're gonna get to that. I know this is taking forever.
After his Pro Bowl though, man.
The Cowboys are the only team that jumps to my mind that needs like a linebacker. Damn it.
There's a lot of teams.
What about Washington?
Need a linebacker, dude.
Let's see here. Pick 71 for TJ Edwards. That seems
pretty accurate.
Honestly, I do want to just get TJ Edwards out of here and really revamp our linebacker. That's what I would do ideally. Let's try Cincinnati.
The Colts need a linebacker.
Let's try to get pick 41. Let's fuck it. Let's just do
this. What
the
Colts got? What's their second round? What's the Colts' second round pick?
Oh, let's see.
It's got to be in the 50s at least. 40s?
Where's the chat at, Brandon? What do we got?
Nothing. Drew Pilgrim's I'd give up DJ for a high second round pick, which, by the way, Drew Pilgrim, as would I, and that is the value. Drew Pilgrim, I want to say this again, guys.
It was pick 47 for the Colts.
$100 million, 600
yards. The Bengals is 41.
He's not going to get you a first round pick. He's not going to get you a 14th pick in the draft.
I'm going to offer this trade to the Bengals. Pick 41 for TJ Edwards. Accepted. Nice.
We're not happy about it, though. It's reluctant. That's amazing that it said that.
They accepted the trade.
So the program basically just told us, like, this won't happen. They're not happy about it.
All right. I think we're done trading. It's getting a little unrealistic.
We should have done just to humor the DJ Moore lovers is seeing what Roma Dunze offers.
That's too late now. Because we already traded DJ. I don't even want to know.
He is a guy that could get you a first round pick.
I don't know about that, buddy.
He was projected for 1,100 yards, 1,000 yards and like 8 touchdowns.
He was on pace, you mean?
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on. Do we want to RFA tender Daniel Hardy or Jordan McFadden? Which means like if so tender players are retained at the tender salary. Untender players become unrestricted free agents.
I would like Jordan McFadden to stick around. I thought he played a really good game of football, honestly.
All right. So we can do
Hardy's
3.5. But is he worth $3.5 million?
No, because he's just your backup.
I mean, that's decent. It's not. I mean,
But yeah, I mean the guy
just based on my
played
Madden
tackle
experience.
and guard. Yeah, I mean, I
You want
want
me to
depth
put it-
on this line.
This, if I put this on him, that guarantees that we keep him, and he's taking up $3.5 million of cap space.
Don't you? He
He played one game for the Bears.
Let's step out of the simulator. Do you want that guy to be a part of this team in regards to depth?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Do you want him as a depth piece on the Bears in real life? I'm asking you sincerely. Do you want him?
I mean, I'm not against it, man. He acquitted himself well, but he only played one game for the Bears, you know.
Yeah, which was strange. I thought that was a guy. After watching him play, I thought, like, why was this guy in the practice fucking squad all year? Like, I thought he was a good. I know, because we got Luke Newman, man.
Chad says, "Man, are my messages not coming through? I had some 1,000 IQ trade offers."
I can't see the chat, Dustin. I can't.
Jed wants more trades. He says, "Good idea. Offer Dio and trade in Sweat with a first next year for Max Crosby and see if they take it reluctantly."
Reluctantly.
J2K says, "Can we trade for McCaffrey and Jamar Chase?" And Jed says, more trades.
Yeah, with this thing, right? Like, let's see if Cairo Santos can get us a fucking starting running back. But
trade Jalen Johnson and Edwards for TJ Watt.
I think Luke Newman kind of seals the deal. I don't know if McFadden's worth $3.5 million.
Well, the thing is, Bates is gone. So I mean, right now, if we don't do anything with guard, it's just Tooney, it's Jackson and Newman. That's it. If we don't,
and so McFadden played a good game of football, dude. He did. I texted. Nobody really responded to this during that game. I thought he looked pretty fucking tremendous. I'll be honest with you. I did.
All right. I'm not against doing I've done it a couple of times. We'll have him on our team for $3.5 million. It's not like a hefty sum.
Yeah, I think he's a guy who plugs into a starting role and takes care of business, dude.
All right.
I don't know, guys. What do you think in the chat? Do you think McFadden? I mean, we very small sample size. Yeah, I was very confused at why when I watched him play. I was very confused at why he wasn't on the active roster. But do we think McFadden's worth?
We already did it.
Is he a depth piece on this? Well, no. Still, I want to know. Yeah, is McFadden a depth piece? Is he important to you? Depth is important at that position, guys. The offensive line needs depth.
So we're now into free agents, and right now I'm just looking at Jaquan Brisker, age 27 for the contract. Top 23% of strong safeties is what the contract that they're saying his range is going to go in.
He's projected. I don't know. He was 27. God damn.
Well, I think he's 26.
He was like 25.
I think he's going to be 27 when this contract for the next season, but he's at least 26. 12.6 million APY is what Jaquan Brisker is projected.
So he was drafted at like 23? What the fuck? How old was that guy when he was drafted?
22, I think. 22.
God damn, dude.
His current APY is 1.8 million. 12.6. Is that too high for Jaquan Brisker? Do we want Jaquan Brisker back? Because I do.
Chad says trade Torrey Taylor for a third round.
What about a fourth? All right. So yeah, they're basing this on, just so everybody knows how it's done, they're basing it on 6 comparable contracts. Brandon Jones, Antoine Winfield is up there. That's really raising it up. Quentin Lake at 12.8 million a year. Trayvon Moore got 17 million a year last year. And Hufanga got 13 million a year.
Brisker's going to get more than all those guys.
You think Brisker should get more than Trayvon Moore got? Javon Holland got 15 million a year. Do you think
he will?
I don't know, man.
The only
here's the question: do you want to resign?
That's the only reason he wouldn't.
Now, here's what's really crazy. I really want DeMarco Jackson back, but look at where they're projecting his salary. This can't be right. 10.7 million APY.
Not a chance. Okay, so they do balance the playing. We got the trade for DJ Moore for the 14th pick, but then they threw a guy who's been a perennial fucking practice squatter at 10 million. How much a year?
He played really well. He's 28 years old, but like 10 point. It's projecting
Been in
his
the league
range.
for like 6 years, dude.
It's projecting his range 10.3 to 13
No,
million.
there's not
No
a
fucking
chance.
way, right?
He gets like 5 a year from this team.
I think 5 I would be really comfortable with, but
And I think
10.7 is
you
insane.
could even say like 4. I don't know that he gets 5, honestly.
I think
Realistically, that's not accurate.
I think the Bears are going to want him back, and I mean he
Yes.
played himself into some money for sure, but that seems high to me, man.
He's a Dennis Allen guy. They'll bring him back.
Ed says re-sign Brisker, so that's what we're going to do.
All right, Ed.
Here's the question, Brandon. Are you comfortable with re-signing Brisker and Byard and having that be your starting safety combination again this year? That's the question.
I would love for those two guys to stick around. Yeah.
Okay. All right, then we're doing it. We're going to re-sign Brisker.
Byard's an all guys. People keep talking about the Byard versus Brisker thing, Dustin, and you voiced yourself about Jaquan Brisker, and I get it. He came on really strong at the end of the year. He played a whole year. He didn't have concussion. Byard is an all fucking pro player. That means he's the best at his position. That's what the NFL is voting on. Who is the best safety in the NFL? Kevin Byard was that. That's
Brandon,
what that's what they deem.
I'm gonna see if we can get Brisker down to 11 million a year. That's 13% below market value. Let's make the offer. Offer accepted. Jaquan Brisker agrees to your terms. 11 million. Saved 1.6 million a year versus market value. Nice. Would you be comfortable signing Brisker for 11 million a year?
Yeah, I think
that's good, right?
I don't think that's possible. So yes. Yes, absolutely. I think he's going to demand a lot more than that. And I mean, the guy is he's the definition of a strong side safety. He really is. He's a box safety.
All right. Listen, we're at an hour 45. We still got a draft to get to. Let's move this fucking thing along.
He's not good in coverage though, man.
Kevin Byard, his market value 7.3 million a year.
Yeah.
2 years is not something I'm doing for Byard. I'm going to do another 1-year deal.
But yes, 7 million. That's hell yeah.
Let's see if we can get it down to 6.
All pro player.
Let's see if we can get it down to 6.5.
It's like Joe Tooney resigning for 7 million a year.
All right, I'm going 12% below market. Offer accepted.
Look at that, guys. We got both safeties.
Yep. So we have our 2 starting safeties. DeMarco Jackson, we're not going to touch that, right? 10 to 13 million.
No, that's insane.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, he ends up on our roster anyways, so it doesn't matter. We can just have him for free.
I'm not signing. No.
But it's saying that 4.4 million is his projected APY. That's not bad, honestly.
What's right?
Okay. We're gonna get there. Joe Tryon Shoyinka, interested in that? 2 million a year is what it's projecting.
You traded a 6th rounder for the guy. I think you should.
Yeah, you want to re-sign him?
Why are you trading draft capital for a guy a fucking rental?
Yeah, because of the 6th round pick. But I guess Luke Newman was a 6th round pick. What's he gonna be? Kyle Monungai was a 7th round pick.
Yeah, I think the Bears have proven that they can utilize those late round picks.
Cap after signing would be 46.5 million. We still haven't looked at free agents yet, so do you want to do that before we do this?
Yeah, let's look at Edge.
All right, just so you know, Nahshon Wright is right here.
It's what the astronomical, fuck? Dude? It's going to be astronomical.
No, it's showing 2.3 million projected APY.
Chance.
This is insane. This got more unrealistic since the last time I did it. This is ridiculous.
That dude just made a Pro Bowl. He was 2nd in the league in interceptions. There's no fucking chance, guys. That's just the way the market works. And yes, he's a bad cover.
He's gonna make less. He's gonna make less per year than Chris Williams. Chris Williams is projected at 3.1 million. Nahshon Wright, they got projected at 2.3.
Then let's sign him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now this feels like a giant waste of time at this point.
Like a pipe dream?
Yeah, no fucking way. All right, whatever.
14th pick out of DJ Moore.
We're gonna sign Nahshon Wright at 1% below market value, which is 2.3 million a fucking year.
Maybe I don't know, man. His cover score is so bad.
All right.
Maybe
Well,
that
we'll just re-sign Nashawn Wright for $2.3 million a year.
you
Okay,
need
offer
you
accepted.
need
That's done.
you need depth. You do.
Yeah. All right. This seems just ridiculous at this point. What the hell? What the hell?
Right, Ryan Poles is a fucking miracle worker.
Yeah,
This is
get
the
the fuck out of
offseason.
here.
Then we got Dexter Lawrence on this. Get the fuck.
Let's look at edge real quick. So for us, we got Dominic Robinson, who I would like to re-sign. Joe Tryon Shoyinka, who you would like to re-sign.
Dominic Robinson. If you don't sign Dominic Robinson, J2K is going to be all over our ass.
J2K is not saying much. I think he Foster says dream on. Sorry guys. Yeah, no, this has become an exercise in hilarity. The some of the stuff here doesn't make much sense. The stick to the model thing is not the greatest model, but this is an experiment. We're having fun.
We could resign Dom Rob for J2K for our love for J2K and his loyalty.
I'm gonna resign Dominic Robinson.
He's a really big Dominic Robinson guy. Trey
Hendrickson's average is 21.8. Average per year, 21.8. That seems high, doesn't it? Are we going to pay him $21.8 million a year? Is that something you want to do? I mean,
he said he wants 22. He'll take no less.
Joseph Asai is right there for $14.2 million. The other defensive end from the
Trey Hendrickson. Remember, a year ago, guys asked for $30 million, nothing less a year. After the injury, he said $22 million a year. That's why I believe the Bears are gonna humor this.
Okay, so then do you want to go for Trey Hendrickson?
In his own right. He admits that his values declined. So
do we want to go for Trey Hendrickson right now?
Dustin, what do you think of Trey Hendrickson, man? Seriously, let's talk about. What do you think of Trey Hendrickson? What do you think Trey Hendrickson's? Are you signing a player off projection or off production?
I mean, we just added some real draft.
Are the best days behind him, Dustin?
Yeah, probably. I mean, he's probably going towards that decline. I don't know, man. See, it says right there 32. So I mean, is that going into this? It's looking at next year, like basically in the season.
Which, by the way, guys, an edge rusher's prime is 27 to 31.
Yeah, like I feel like he's past that, and so what are we paying for here? Are we? This is something I don't know if I want to do. Like, if it was 15 or 18,
I'll go on record here now because I'm sure this is going to come up on some Monday shows with the four of us. I'm not signing Trey Hendrickson at $22 million a year, dude. I'm good. I'll take a chance on the guy in the draft overpaying that dude at 32 years old.
Jed says cooking cinnamon buns in the waffle maker. Trust that y'all can handle it for a minute. Can we trade for Chase Young too? Ed Buckley says offer 18.
Okay, I like that, Ed.
Okay, we'll give it a shot.
I like to take.
Hendrickson is better than Sweat. That is true, Ed. I agree with you there.
Hendrickson is not a bad player. I just don't know that his projection is going up. I think.
But here's the thing, Brandon. With this particular offseason, we just added a bunch of fucking draft capital. We can look for edges in our draft.
Yes, and you just added Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So we are not going to need to focus on the defensive tackle as heavily right now, just for how that just got offered to us.
Grady Jarrett, Austin Booker, Montez Sweat, and Dexter Lawrence. That's you're already.
We got Dexter Lawrence for the 57th pick in the draft.
You're tremendously better, guys. I talk about these lines on paper. You put Dexter Lawrence on this fucking defensive line.
Yeah, me neither.
You just moved up 10 spots on paper. That's what that guy is.
Maybe we don't even. Let's just re-sign Dom Rob and
Shoyinka. Let's say fuck Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah. Foster says it's going to be a quiet free agent period for the Bears. I don't see that being the case. I think Ryan Poles smells blood. Like you got to go for it here. I really think, again, just with the way everything's situated. All right, let's just re-sign Shoyinka. Let's just do that at the $2 million. We're not even going to haggle here. $2 million for 2 years. Offer accepted. And then we're gonna. I liked what Dom Rob did. He's at $1 million a year. I mean, honestly, 2% above market value. Let's bring that down a little bit.
So now you're talking about
I can't. Oh, there it is.
You're just talking about adding one more piece.
Let's go 0.9 million for 2 years for Dom Rob.
If you have Shoyinka,
he declined
Shoyinka, Dom Rob, Booker, and Sweat, you're talking about just one more piece, really.
Yeah, we need because we got Booker.
Well, and you know, Dio's not fucking going anywhere, dude. You're stuck.
Yeah, yep.
You're stuck.
I mean, maybe he can be defensive tackle depth potentially, you know, kind of moving around. And we still got Shamar Turner. So, I mean, what do you think we need to attack in edge in free agency in terms of I mean, do you want to look at running back? I feel really good about Swift and Kyle Monunga. Do you want to look at tight end? We just traded Cole Kmet. Durham Smythe is sitting right there.
We have to look at tight end.
Do we want to re-sign Durham Smythe? Or do we?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been pretty vocal about this. I watched the all 22 guys. This kid is far more impressive than people notice.
1.5 million a year, 1 year.
Yes, please.
Yeah. All right, but then here we're looking at these guys are expensive. Goddard, 12 to 17 million a year. Travis Kelce, no way. Kyle Pitts, 11.8 million to 14.8 million. Cade Otton, 13.9 to 16.8.
Kyle Pitts for 11?
14.7 is the median. 14.3 for Cade Otton, 11.7 for
Pitts
Okonkwo.
for 11? I would fucking do that in a heartbeat.
Well, here, likely is 14.2, and David Njoku, 9.2.
Yeah, let's sign one of these guys, man.
You think so? You don't want to go for something cheaper?
I don't know what the draft looks like for tight ends. I don't know. I'm completely.
It's all right. There's some.
It won't be like last year. That's for sure. Because that was ridiculous. Last year's tight end class was comparable to none, as far as I'm concerned, in my lifetime. Like that, Harold Finn and Colston Loveland.
I was thinking like something like Austin Hooper or Harrison Bryant, Charlie Kohler,
Mason Taylor. God, dude, that tight end class was ridiculous. Okay. Think about that tight end class.
Right. Brandon, we got to get to what we're doing here, man. It's like if we don't.
I would say in the joke, if Kyle Pitts, if you can land Kyle Pitts for $11 million, you fucking do that, dude. That's outrageous.
No, I don't think we're going to get him for $11 million. That's the range. They're saying 14.7.
A former 4th overall pick in the draft for $11 million.
I still need to see more. And in Njoku, I don't really want to spend that much money on him either. Daniel Bellinger, 26 years old, 4.1 million. Why don't we do that?
Who else is available?
Oh God, Noah Fant, 10 million. Who else is available besides Daniel Bellinger? Calcaterra is in here. Grant Calcaterra, 2.7 million. Charlie Kohler, 2.2 million. I think he's really good. He's the 3rd tight end on that Ravens team that has some really good tight ends. Yeah, after that it gets kind of rough.
All right, let's look at Bellinger. Fuck it. Let's get Bellinger and Kmet.
Yeah, but we're looking at tight ends because we traded Cole Kmet.
What do you think?
We traded Cole Kmet for the 51st pick.
What do you think the difference is between
we traded Cole Kmet? That's why.
And Bellinger?
Not a lot, man. Personally, in my mind, I mean Harrison Bryant's a guy that I don't think. I mean Cole Kmet's better than those guys, but if you're asking me what the difference is, I mean the difference in salary is huge. Daniel Bellinger, we can get him for $3.5 million a year, maybe. And
he block.
Cole Kmet was making 11.5.
I know he can catch. Can he block?
Yeah, he's a solid all-around tight end. I mean,
all right, let's sign Bellinger.
It's that, or I go for Njoku. But Njoku's 30 years old. Daniel Bellinger's 26. You can get him for a lot cheaper. All right, let's do Bellinger.
Yeah, and you got Colston Loveland, so you don't got to go.
I'm going to try to get Bellinger for $3.8 million for 2 years. $3.8 million a year for 2 years. That was rejected. So let's just do 4.1. Let's just go with what you got. We just signed Daniel Bellinger as our second tight end. We still got Colston Loveland. We re-signed Durham Smythe. I think our tight end room looks pretty good, and we got a 2nd-round pick for Cole Kmet, man. I mean, Yabo kept asking, why are we looking Tyler Higbee for 1 season? No, they offered us the trade, and we liked it, It's okay. We got the 51st pick. Anything else? What else should we look at? Tackles are expensive here. I've honestly re-signed Braxton Jones once. for depth because like
Braxton Jones was on the top 10 available tackles in free agency list, by the way.
yeah, I mean, look at Jermaine Illuminor, 17.8 million
Braxton Jones
average.
was 9th.
Rashid Walker, 14 million. I mean, damn, these tackles
The
are
kid from the Packers?
yeah.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
these left tackles are going to get paid, man.
Well, he was a first-round pick, I guess.
Oh, you know what I want to do? Listen, DeMarco Jackson, we're not going to re-sign him for 11 million a fucking year. We're just not going to do it. But I'll tell you what we could do, Brandon. A guy who I think has a lot of upside that hasn't really been tapped into, hasn't played a lot of full time yet. I mean, when he plays really well. I like Leo Chenal a lot.
Is he fast? The Bears are not signing a linebacker that's not fast.
No, yeah, he's a solid coverage linebacker, man. I mean, the guy from the Chiefs.
As long as he's fast.
The white guy from the Chiefs, he was the middle linebacker. Not interested?
If we're trying to keep this realistic, he's got to be fast.
He's fast enough, man. I like him. Nakobe Dean is out there.
Nakobe Dean is fast as fuck.
Yeah, but he's also injured all the time.
Wait. What about Devin White? What's his projection?
What's his money? 12.7?
Yeesh.
I mean, we traded TJ Edwards. We cut Tremaine Edmonds. We are not re-signing DeMarco Jackson. We have no linebackers. We got to do something.
Let's sign Devin White. He's fast.
Devin White, huh?
The Bears want speed.
Over Leo Chenal? I don't know, man.
I'm just
True Pilgrim says Devin Bush.
The Bears are going to look at speed here, guys. Very clear.
Foster says Chenal played with Sanborn and is fast. Chenal is my guy. I like Chenal.
If he's fast, sure. Yeah. I'm looking realistically. The Bears are going to go for speed at this position. It's not about tackle numbers, which, by the way, are bullshit anyways.
Let's see here. Can we get him for 13.5? Is that too expensive? I mean, if you're talking about DeMarco Jackson being at 10 million.
And Chenault was a starter?
I mean, yeah, but he also played like limited snaps with the Chiefs. But I think he's a
I didn't watch too much Chiefs, man. I try to avoid watching the Chiefs, so I don't know much about them.
All right, we just signed Leo Chenal for $13.5 million a year for 3 years. I think that's a high upside move. I think he's going to be.
We need another one.
Full-time snaps, he can be really good. But we got draft picks, man. So we got Chenal and we got Ruben Hippolyte as our linebackers on our roster right now. And I think we still got Noah Sewell. We didn't cut him.
No, he's not going to play for first quarter of the season.
J2K says sign both.
You like Devin White?
Devin Bush, True Pilgrim threw out there. So you want to go for Devin White?
He's like the fastest.
I mean, right now we're at 24 million. Right now we're at 24 million in cap, guys. I don't know if we can.
Realistically, J2K, you're the Bears will target a guy like this, right? He runs like a 4.4 flat.
I like Leo Chenal better personally, but I think we just blew our wad in terms of free agent linebackers. We re-signed Nashawn Wright. We still have Tyreek. We still have Jalen Johnson. Cornerback is not something we need to address in free agency. Is there any pressing need we need to address in free agency that I'm missing?
Our offensive line is.
We re-signed both of our safeties. We signed a linebacker. We're gonna draft some. And there's
is Karan still on this team?
Yeah, he's listed as guard on here though.
So like your tackle positions. Oh no, they signed Benedict, didn't they?
Well, Benedict is on the team for another year. Yeah, they had his rights basically.
All right, so
like
yeah,
$1 million a year.
Free agency, I think you're all right.
Yeah, you think we're good? Let's just.
Yeah. The way we've done this so far, yeah, there's not like depth is not a thing anymore.
We got some really good draft picks too, man. So we can.
Yeah, we're gonna have to draft a few linebackers, Dustin.
All right. So because we re-signed, why is Tariq Woolen only $4.4 million a year?
Because he got traded.
No, Tariq Woolen for the Seahawks, man. He didn't get traded. He just won a Super Bowl. He's their starting cornerback.
He was not their starting quarterback in that game.
I would expect him to be.
He was not starting that game.
I would expect him to command a lot more than that. That's weird.
Their secondary is so fucking good, dude.
Yeah, it is. All right. So, any other re-signings before we move on? Billings, no. Gardner Johnson, no. DeMarco Jackson is too expensive. Zacchaeus can fuck off. Braxton Jones, Nick McLeod, Chris Williams, man. What about Chris Williams?
I like Chris Williams. I mean, no, because
No.
I want to draft a talented player at this position, man. Even with Dexter Lawrence, I do. I still want to
Okay.
draft a talented player at this
All right.
position.
We got 24 million in cap right
By the
now.
way, guys, we got Dexter Lawrence. It's like of all the things that occurred besides the DJ Moore reluctancy trade, like we got Dexter Lawrence. It's a top 5 player at this position in the NFL, and it's a very
Yabo is a
important
new.
position.
Have you seen this? Have you seen? I don't know how to read
Turbo
your name.
Shot? No,
Turbo Shot. Have you seen him before?
no.
Turbo Shot. Thank you for joining us, man. I appreciate how active you're being in the chat.
What's going on? Hell yeah, that's for you, bud.
Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're so inclined, man. We'd love to have you back. He really liked the Chanel signing.
Oh god, that Warner Greenlaw
Al Shahir. Yeah, that was
pretty fucking nasty.
Now we're gonna try to put together a linebacker core that's similar to that. We're gonna focus on speed. We're gonna focus on some youth here in the draft. I think so we're good with not re-signing any of these guys. What about Devin Duvernay?
Oh yes, absolutely. That's not. If anybody questions that in their head, you're out of your fucking mind.
I'm gonna try to get him down to 2.5 million. Let's just say 2.6. Nope. God damn.
Anybody else more than appreciate the comfort you had with Duvernay back there?
No, we
Just
needed
knowing
it. We knew
things
it was
will never be fucked up ever.
And he had some big returns. I mean,
the peace of mind that guy provided me when the return game came, when the special teams unit came out, is, and I don't know, am I just jaded?
Hold on. Now, receiver, we traded away DJ Moore. Right now, we just have Luther, Rome, and Walker.
But you're going to get a bunch of undrafted. You're going to get 14 undrafted free agents at that position, dude.
I mean, so you're fine without a third receiver because,
yes. And if you re-sign Duvernay, you've got a guy.
Okay, but if we sign Rashid Shaheed, we have a better returner than Duvernay, and we have a receiver. 8.2 million.
No chance.
No? Phil says you guys are animals.
No, they talked about what a difference he made to the Bills. And he didn't.
Shaheed?
Yeah.
Shaheed was never on the Bills, man. He was on the Saints and just got traded to the Seahawks and won a Super Bowl.
No, that's what I meant. They talked about how much he made, what a difference he made to the Seahawks. Did he?
Yeah, he was there. He was a damn good return man for them. I mean, and he can take the top off of defense. The Bears need someone like that.
Well, no, he made no impact on their offense, dude. Let's be honest, he did not. But
he didn't make the impact I expected him to when the trade happened.
Picked up the slack when JSN left the field.
So you're against Rashid Shaheed?
For that
money, he could be your returner. All right,
so we're just gonna. I'm not paying a returner $8 million fucking dollars.
So then we're gonna need to draft a receiver.
Or Duvernay's your guy.
No, Duvernay is not my receiver. He's my return man. That's it. We're gonna need to draft.
Played a lot of receiver, dude.
Bro, what are you talking? We're not committing to a plan that has Devin Duvernay being an integral part of our receiving core.
I think the point of moving on from DJ Moore, man, was so that these three guys can play as much as humanly possible. I don't think I'm not worried about receiving.
I want something else. I want a little more. So, all right, well, we'll bring back Devin Duvernay. We won't go for Shaheed. I think I would do that personally.
Where was Johnny Walker drafted?
He wasn't, Brandon. He was an undrafted free agent.
That's how most receivers make it to the NFL.
That's not how most receivers make it to the NFL.
Yes, it is. The majority of receivers in the NFL are undrafted free agents. The good ones are drafted for sure, but like what is the most undrafted free agent signed position in the NFL?
I don't know. I haven't researched.
It's wide receiver.
Oh, okay, you have it. You Googled it.
Yes, in my head.
Did your homework? Your dog didn't eat that.
Yes. And actually, the Bears just re-signed. The Bears just re-signed Alexander, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
I just re-signed Devin Duvernay. We're done with the free agency here. We're gonna go to the draft.
But for those who didn't know it, guys, the Bears just re-signed that kid from the preseason. Alexander was just re-signed by the Bears.
JP Alexander. Okay.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go to the draft. Let's get this over with. We're gonna do a full draft recommended.
Oh, this does. I didn't know this did a draft.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like we gotta get.
I thought this was just the preceding.
All right, we're gonna start the draft. We're gonna start the draft.
All right. Edge receiver, edge receiver, edge receiver, edge receiver. This is insane, dude. Like
we're at 14th here. All right, so here's what I'll suggest, and you just
all right, J2K. Where you at?
I think we go Sonny Styles right here, the linebacker out of Ohio State, because we got the 14th fucking pick because we traded DJ Moore for the 14th pick.
What's his 40?
It's not on here, but he's fast. He's fast for a linebacker.
Okay, let's roll.
He was a safety, I believe.
Yeah, let's roll. All right.
Yeah,
Dennis Allen is going to target
honorable, and he didn't get much playing time as a true freshman. Became an honorable mention All Big Ten selection as a defensive back in year 2.
Well, what are we looking at the left tackle?
All right. Well, right now I'm just going to draft Sonny Styles. I think that's a no-brainer. With the fact that the Bears have the 14th pick in our offseason is insane. Let's just acknowledge.
But hold on,
this is ridiculous.
With the edge and wide receivers that are going, but we
J2K says Styles with an exclamation point. That's where I'm at. Sonny Styles
is the best left tackle in the draft available.
We're not. I just don't think we do that, but I doubt it. Let's see here.
I mean, I don't know, guys. How do you view the injury?
So Francis Muigoa, Spencer Fano was already drafted. And Francis Muigoa out of Miami.
2 tackles taken already.
Yep.
Yeah, go Styles. Go Styles. Go Styles. That's all I need to know.
Caden Proctor is our next best offensive tackle, 20th ranked in the draft. Sonny Styles. Dude, Sonny Styles and Leo Chenal, like we just completely revamped our linebacking core. We're gonna go Sonny Styles.
Sonny Styles, that's an interesting name.
I know Sean loves him. He's a Buckeye. Caden McDonald just went, which kind of sucks. All right, so we have now Caleb Lomu is a guy I like at the tackle position in this spot, and it lines up perfectly with.
I mean, I don't know the extent of this. Is Trapillo done? I don't know shit about this. I don't know this injury, this patellar tendon. Is this guy finished?
Jed says, "Whoever said the cinnamon waffle idea, this is how kings live. Thank you." that was True Pilgrim. Oh no, it was J2K. Yeah, no, J2K. He did the whole waffles,
and then he said, "You're welcome."
Thing. Benjamin Williams, what's up, brother? Thanks for being here. Fuck the Packers. I've never seen this.
Fuck the Packers. Yes.
Have we seen Benjamin?
No. And I like how he came in strong. Thanks, Benjamin, and I'm with you. Fuck those guys.
Thank you for joining.
Packers.
Listen, for me, I think Lomu makes a lot of sense here in terms of like right now it has our highest need being offensive tackle, next edge, next the 3 technique, next cornerback. Lomu.
Guys, if you believe that Trapillo's injury is as severe as it's reported, you have to do this. You don't have much of a
As a redshirt sophomore, Caleb Lomu displays very good movement skills with a keen natural feel as a pass protector that tracks towards becoming a quality NFL left tackle. 6'6", 308 pounds. 4-star recruit in 2023. Started 12 games at left tackle as a redshirt freshman. Still in the early stages of physical and technical development, but his traits help him negotiate leverage and get out of compromising positions at a high level.
You cannot move forward with Theo Benedict as your left tackle. That's for sure.
I mean, for me right now, the pick is Lomu. But we got Monroe Freeling, who I also like an awful lot. And we're not gonna. So it's between Lomu and Freeling to me in terms of offensive tackles. But there's also Caleb Banks right there, but he kind of becomes redundant now that we added Dexter Lawrence. We added Dexter Lawrence to our roster, by the
way. We shored up that. We have Javon Dexter still. We have Grady Jarrett still.
Lee Hunter is still there too.
Dustin.
defensive tackle.
I think our defensive tackle position is I'm okay.
I know. I still want to draft one personally,
but late.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Now, I personally, I think I like Monroe Freeling better. He's 6'7", 315. Monroe Freeling emerged as one of the most tantalizing offensive tackle prospects in the 2026
Let's do
NFL
it.
draft
I like that.
after a breakout junior season at
Let's do
Georgia.
it. Let's do it.
The 6'7", 315-pound left tackle entered the
Holy
program
shit.
as a four-star recruit and the top prospect out of South Carolina in the 2023 class. I mean, he's played left tackle for Georgia in the SEC.
This kid's huge.
He's the 30. Yeah, he is huge. I don't know what the chat's saying. I haven't looked. Ed says I definitely like left tackle here. Loma was a good pick here. J2K says, but I don't think Ozzie is an offensive guard, so he's now a swing for the rest of his rookie contract. I mean, that's a good problem to have, though, ain't it, J2K? If we double up at the left tackle and we get a sure guy.
If Ozzie can ever make it back, J2K.
To me, it's left tackle, and I'm saying we're picking between Lomu and Freeling, and
no, I like Freeling's bio a lot more than
Lomu's. Freeling. I mean, he played in the SEC, started left tackle. I like guys that have been consistently doing.
Dude, the first sentence you read of that bio was like,
okay, so we're gonna go Freeling. The chat's not chiming in. I think we go left tackle here, and we can go with edge and. Then the rest of it's going to be like edge, defensive tackle,
linebacker.
Yeah, we need one more linebacker maybe. Otherwise, Ruben Hippolyte's our starter, which might not be the worst thing. We don't know. But all right, we're going Monroe Freeling, yes?
Yep.
So we got our left tackle of the future, and we got Ozzie Trapillo still.
And we got another pick for Cole Kmet, didn't we?
True Pilgrim says I would prefer TJ Parker. Yeah, TJ Parker. Well, right now we're picking at 41, and let's say got Anthony.
Because Cole Kmet.
Anthony Hill Jr. Interesting.
Is Vincent Anthony here?
I would imagine he's still available. Omar Cooper Jr. Nice. I really like Omar Cooper Jr.
Why is he still on the board?
Because he's being
slept on. Is that the Ohio State kid?
That's the Indiana. It's IU.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I meant. Indiana, yeah, no. That's pretty remarkable. There's no fucking way, dude. Cooper is not going to still be on the board here.
Well, he's ranked 51, and we have the 51st pick. So
yeah, that lines up. Let's do that. That kid's
right.
A fucking
right
monster.
Now we're picking at 41, Brandon. Picking at 41. Dylan Thieneman is right there too. Safety is still a high need. I'll tell you who I like a lot, guys, is Jake Golday at the linebacker position. This guy's fast. He's got a lot of range. He's big. He's 6'4", 240. I don't know, man. It says it right. Just read part of the bio here. Jake Golday exploded from Cincinnati. Jake Golday exploded onto the national draft radar with a blistering start to the 2025 season, leading all FBS players with 26 tackles through 2 games. And drawing effusive praise from prominent draft analysts, CBS Sports' Mike Renner proclaimed Golday the type of rangy jumbo linebacker that everyone in the NFL is looking for, projecting him as a trending top 100 pick after watching his tape filled with wow reps. The Athletics' Dane Brugler echoed the sentiment as Golday's combination of size, range, and sideline-to-sideline ability perfectly fits the modern NFL linebacker archetype. If we draft this guy and we draft Sonny Styles and we sign Leo Chenal, we now might have the best linebacking core in the NFL. I'm just throwing it out there. We still need.
I would hate to miss on Cooper though, man. If you risk to embrace him at 51, that kid's a
Brendan.
fucking
You were
monster.
literally just saying how you didn't care about receiver, like you feel like we're good there. So like
that kid's a monster though.
Yeah, I mean. The thing that we've missed out on
there was
is
a
edge.
moment where there was a part of the season where you said he was maybe the best one in the draft.
We have picks 41 and 51. We still don't have an edge, Brandon. Zion Young is right there at 58. So are we going to take Omar Cooper Jr. over him?
Yeah, Zion Young was Matt Miller's mock.
I like Zion Young a lot.
Zion Young is, by the way, this is where I have done my homework, guys. I have not looked into this draft too much. I'm going to be honest with you. Zion Young is Montez Sweat, reincarnated. He's not a pass rusher. He's an edge setter. That's what he is. He is an edge setter.
Okay, that's
He's a
fair,
rim
but
defender.
and
He's,
then
he still has
Romello
a
Height
lot
is
of work to
there.
do.
I like AJ Halsey a lot, the safety out of LSU. There's a lot of good options here. Jadarian Price might be the
Yeah, but
second best
Dustin,
running back in this draft.
if you re-sign Brisker and Byard, where are you prioritizing safety in this draft?
You need backups and you need future guys. You need somebody to take over for Byard probably after this year if you re-sign him. You know what I'm saying? But I personally feel, Brandon, I've been saying this all year, Cooper might end up being the best receiver out of this draft. And there's
He's
a
a
lot of
stud, dude.
there's a
He's a
lot of
stud.
good ones.
He's a stud. That's like,
J2K says Zion Young runs with ankle weights. That doesn't sound like a good thing.
he's not a pass rusher, dude. He's just not. They keep saying he has the potential to add more moves.
So if we're looking
this.
at edge options, Joshua Josephs, I like him. Gabe Jacobs is there, 73rd ranked.
Yeah. Let's roll, dude. Let's roll. 51. At 51, we're taking Yakas. At 51, we're taking Yakas.
Here's my question to you, Brandon. Like, do you want to just really go hard at linebacker and just have the best?
At 51, we're taking Yakas.
So, like, Jake Golday is right there. I think between him, Chenal, and Sonny Styles, you got speed, you got size, you got aggressiveness, really good tacklers, like just a really fucking tough linebacking core.
The Bears have built their franchise on.
I continue to want, anytime I do this, I continue to want to just completely rehaul this line and just really focus on it. That might be crazy, man, because I know we haven't drafted a defensive tackle. We haven't drafted a defensive end, but
I'm good with our tackles, dude.
Going hard.
Dexter, Jarrett, Jervon Dexter, Dexter Lawrence, and then you still have Shamar Turner on his return. I don't know how much help you need at this tackle. How much
turbo shot?
Did we sign Chris Williams, Dustin?
No, we did not. We passed on that because you said you wanted to draft someone.
So you're looking at a late round defensive tackle.
I mean, we got Grady Jarrett, we got Dexter Lawrence, we got Jervon Dexter,
Shamar
Turner.
You're looking at a late pick,
and then we could even move Dio to that defensive tackle position. Turbo Shot is asking us what are the safety contracts. Byard we got for $11.5 million a year for 3 years. And
no, you gave Byard 1 year.
Sorry, Brisker we got for 11.5 for 3
Byard
years.
was $7 million.
Byard was $7 million for a year. Yeah, that's what we ended up.
It's an all-pro player. That's tremendous. That's
J2K. We were able to re-sign Nahshon Wright for a very minimal $2.5 million a year for 2 years, and we have Kyrie Stevenson still. We got Kyler Gordon, Jalen Johnson, Terrell Smith, and Zay Frazier. That's the cornerbacks right now.
We're good.
So I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Linebacker and edge. That's our focus here.
Now, it's not listing linebacker as a need for us, but I fucking love this Jake Golday kid. But I also like I think it's Lander Barton a little later on. He's another guy that's very rangy and got size, got some solid speed. So
what are the running backs looking like here?
I was just saying we got Jadarian Price.
Sean loves that kid.
I fucking love him. I think he might be the second, but I think Notre Dame might have the 2 best running backs in this draft class coming out right now.
Yeah,
between Love and Price.
I might agree. Price would definitely, if he is not declared, he'd be the best running back in the next year's class, right?
I mean, yeah, it's possible. I mean, especially if Notre Dame utilized him the way you would expect them to as their premier number 1 running back, playing behind Love, that's pretty tough.
I would love to take Price and with the intention of moving on from Swift in a year from now. Yes, I would love to take Price. I think Price is a future starting running back in the NFL. I do. Notre Dame is a team I watch, guys, and both those kids have a lot of talent.
It's just that we're playing with the rules that this fucking model gives us. Stick to the model, man. That's what it is. They gave us the salaries. We worked within those. But yeah, I mean, Brisker is going to make more money than Byard. Just watch that. I mean, Byard's 32 going on 33, I believe.
Yeah, we're not going to pay Byard more. intentionally.
Yeah, no, the Nashawn Wright thing was crazy. We did that like kind of knowing like there's no fucking way $2.5 million a year.
No, the
We were
guy's
like, we
made a
got to
Pro
resign
Bowl.
him if that's what we can resign him for. But like, yeah, we know that that's the again, we're working
He'll
within
be
the
a starting
confines.
corner somewhere, and if he doesn't get the turnovers, he'll fail miserably, fall flat on his face. But I
This
like
is
Bryce
tough.
here, Dustin.
I'm not drafting a running back right now, Brandon.
Yeah, you're not Ben Johnson, but
I'm clearly not. I'm not. I mean, I would rather take Omar Cooper than fucking Bryce.
you think the Bears go defense, offense, defense, 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 defense?
I think defense needs a lot of work. If you look at our needs, man, edge, 3 tech, cornerback, those are the top 3 according to it right now. Now linebacker is not on that, but if you're looking at,
I don't know, man. Are we okay with? Do we take Cooper here? You said receivers a need for us. Do you take Cooper here, and do you fucking take Yakis in 10 picks from now?
I don't know if I'm as high on him as you are, but
Who?
It's Yakis.
He's a fucking
sorry.
monster.
Top needs listed are nose tackle, safety, edge, 3 tech.
Oh yeah, we don't have a nose tackle, dude.
Yeah,
Outside of Grady Jarrett,
we do. Dexter Lawrence is our nose tackle.
Is a 3-tech.
No, he's not.
Yes.
No.
Dexter Lawrence is a 3-technique man.
I mean, Dexter Lawrence can do anything, but I would have him as my nose tackle. He's a nose tackle.
He's an incredible pass rusher.
Yeah, for sure. From the nose tackle position, the guy's a beast. Yeah, we have Jervon Dexter. We have Dexter Lawrence. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about nose tackles. I would want somebody a little smaller, more of a pass rusher.
Jervon Dexter is not a nose tackle. If somebody said, Turbo Shot, if you look at Jervon Dexter as a nose tackle with the worst run grade on this Bears defense and per PPF, he has the worst run grade on the defense. And I don't mean at the defensive line. On the team, he has the worst run grade on the team. That's not a nose tackle, but he ain't filling gaps. He's getting run the fuck over. That's what's happening.
There's some options here at edge, but they're gonna run out quick, man.
I think the Bears. I think the nose tackle position is a need.
All right, you tell me what you want to do, man.
You got tweeners at that position, man. Grady Jarrett.
What do you want to do with the 41st pick in the NFL draft?
If I was Ben Johnson, I'm taking Price. That's because I'm looking at the future. I think that kid, like I said, if
Dexter Lawrence is a nose tackle, Brandon. I'm just gonna stand strong. He is not a 3-tech. Dexter Lawrence is a nose tackle. That's
who
what we
somehow ends up at the top of the league in sacks every year. But
which is great.
If I'm Ben Johnson, listen, I think if Price sticks around in college and doesn't declare for the draft, he's potentially the best running back in college.
5-tech, yeah, for sure, man. But like I'm good with Swift and Monangai, like in terms of
Jervon Dexter is the worst run defender on this defense. Dustin, am I wrong?
No, Jervon Dexter is. I don't know if he has a position. I don't know if he has a position in terms of where he's going to be at.
Go look at Turbo. Go look at his PPF scores and run. Go look at that. Might shock you. It's like a 51.
Let me just
like 12 points below the average.
Let me provide some context here. This is our depth chart currently. Rome, Luther, Jade Walker are top 3 receivers. J.P. Richardson, Maurice Alexander, Devin Duvernay backups. Colston Loveland, Durham Smythe, and we also signed Bellinger. Those are our 3 tight ends.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go offense here.
Ozzie, Monroe, Freeland, our tackles with Darnell Wright, Jonah Jackson, Drew Dolman. Yep. We got Jordan McFadden and Karana Magaji, Luke Newman. Defensively, right now, linebackers, guys, Sonny Styles, Leo Chenal, and Noah Sewell, and Ruben Hippolyte. So are we good with that? Do we want to draft another linebacker?
Well, they only use 2, so.
Dexter Lawrence, Shamar Turner, Grady Jarrett, Jervon Dexter. I mean, edges, Montez Sweat, Austin Booker. Edge is like clearly where it is, man. And then safeties, we got Brisker and Byard. We need a safety. as well. We need 2 safeties, honestly, to back up both these guys. And see, CJ Gardner-Johnson is still here, even though we did not re-sign him. But I mean, we can go wherever you want. You want to go Price?
You can throw positions at me where people are listening. I don't believe the Bears have a true nose tackle on this football team. They don't have that 380-pound dude. I don't think they do. I think they could still. Dexter Lawrence is a tweener if he's listed as nose tackle because
Brandon, you want to go Price here? You want to get crazy and go Jadarian Price?
Oh no, you said safety. Let's look at if safeties.
Safety is Dylan Theineman right now, but apparently y'all don't like him. I'll tell you who I like at safety, and he's going to be available later. Where is he? Bishop Fitzgerald out of USC. I'll just read this to you real quick. I mean, right now he is on this. He's ranked 200. I don't believe that. I think he's probably a 3rd or 4th round pick.
You're not taking him here.
No, I'm just saying that we can hold off. Bishop Fitzgerald may be the best ball hawk in the 2026 NFL draft class with an uncanny ability to find the football that speaks to his work ethic and elite anticipation skills. The NC State transfer wasted no time making an impact at USC in his Trojan debut. Fitzgerald delivered one of the most impactful performances of the weekend, highlighted by a pick 6 that earned him National Player of the Week. This guy just gets interceptions wherever he goes. He's only 5'11", 205 pounds, but this is a guy that I like as like a sleeper mid-round safety that I would like.
That's actually 205 pounds at 5'11" is actually.
I mean, he's got some.
Big dude.
But he's just a guy that I like AJ Halsey. I mean, do you like him better than Dylan Theineman? I mean,
no, I like what you just said. Let's wait and draft that kid from USC.
True Pilgrim says I like Jalen.
Listen, if I'm Ben Johnson, I'm looking at either Price or Cooper here. I think Cooper's a starting receiver.
All right, let's just go Omar Cooper right here.
He's a starting receiver in the NFL, right?
J2K summarized it really well. We need defensive end right now, but there's no value at it. He says needs.
No, because you can wait 10 picks.
Defensive end is the biggest need, but not the best value right now. Defensive tackle, safety, running back, linebacker all need backups.
And we're picking again J2K in 10 picks.
All right. So we're going Omar Cooper here?
Fuck yeah, let's get Omar Cooper. Are you serious? Like that's
okay. This is I feel a little weird about this, but
do we miss DJ Moore if we draft Omar Cooper?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean Omar Cooper, Luther Burden, Roma Dunze, Jade Walker. I like
that.
That's
outrageous.
Let's do it. We just drafted Omar Cooper. The chat is like, what the fuck is going on? I can guarantee it.
I'm okay with it. That kid's a fucking monster.
I mean, listen, Jake Golday is still there, the linebacker that I fucking love. AJ Halsey is still there, who's a damn good safety. We passed on Dylan Theineman.
I'm going Yakus.
Jadarian Price is still there too.
I'm going Yakus, and my next pick, I'm going Vincent Anthony. Or Anthony Vincent. I always get his name fucked up.
I don't understand why you're so obsessed with this guy.
He's an edge rusher. He's not a he's not an edge setter. He's not any of that. He's not he's good at a lot of things. He's not that fucking guy. He gets after the quarterback. I think that he'll be a successful player in the NFL. I do.
So our edge options are as follows. Romello Height is still there. Zion Young is still there. Joshua Josephs and Gabe Jockets. You got 3 guys.
Joshua Joseph's a really good fucking player too.
Yeah, he is 6'3", 240. I mean, he's got to add some weight. Probably
he's an edge. He's not. Yeah. But listen, man. Hey, can I say this here now?
82-inch wingspan.
Can I say this here now on the show, guys? I don't want to hear any more. Doesn't fit the scheme stuff. The edge position. You don't need an end playing in a 4-3 anymore. You can draft an edge in a 4-3. It's okay. Micah Parsons is doing it in Green Bay. You can do this now. You can draft an edge player to play in.
So then, should we draft Joshua Josephs at number 51 or Romello Height, who's another guy, 6'4", 250? I mean,
I'm okay with drafting an edge. I don't think we need
these are the edges that are available.
I don't think we need a pure end to play in this scheme. I don't.
So it's Height.
Everybody says
Joseph,
Dennis Allen. Everybody says Dennis Allen. Like, Dennis Allen doesn't. I think Dennis Allen would love a guy who's versatile at that position. I do. I think that he would love a guy that could play linebacker as well as rushing the
Brandon,
pass.
True Pilgrim says I prefer to wait later for edge. He says I would prefer Nadame Tucker later at edge. I'm not as versed on him as you are, but again, I love Jake Golday. I love Jadarian Price. I mean, we could get a game-breaking running back and a game-breaking receiver in this draft. I mean, we're not addressing the defense at all. AJ Halsey is
still
another.
there?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. This is the Brandon offseason in terms of the draft for sure. So, like, I'm wanting to follow.
I'm thinking Ben Johnson is not going to go as heavily defensive as people think he is.
I wonder if we're okay. I mean, Young fits DA the most. Jacques is relentless. Lawrence is a pass rushing specialist. Joseph is a project.
Jacques is relentless, dude. He don't stop. He's fucking monster. He
says Zion Young fits him the most. Okay,
look at his size. Brandon, what's Jacques' size?
I was just looking at him. I think he's like what 6'3", 270.
He's a big fucking boy.
Oh, I just clicked on the wrong guy. Gabe Jacques. It says 6'3", 275 in his description, and then in the bio it says 6'3", 267. So yeah, let's just say 6'3", 270.
Yeah,
if we don't draft him now, we're probably not going to get him. But we have Jadarian Price staring us right in the face. I mean, it's up to you, my man. You make the call. You want to go edge? We'll go edge. You want to go whatever you want to do.
Well, if where is Vincent Anthony? This is a guy I've J2K already knows this. I've obsessed over this guy. Where is he at?
He's ranked 281.
Yeah.
So we got plenty of time to go.
So let's go Price. Although Jacques, man, is he's a Julius Peppers type body. He's a big fucking boy.
Well, I mean, maybe he'll be there at 89, but I doubt it. You want to go Jadarian Price? We don't have safeties.
Guys, what do you think in the chat, guys?
We have no safeties.
Who's available at safety?
Denise Nicole says we need Jacques. Thanks for being here, Denise. And honestly, just you jumping in and saying that makes me just want to draft him because, like, we appreciate the input like you gave.
I love this kid, man, and I am an Illinois homer, guys. I do. I watch most Illinois games. I've watched out of the 12 games, I watched 10 of them. This kid is relentless in his pursuit. He really is. He don't quit. I think his motor runs out. He runs out of gas, but when he's fresh, which on this team he will be because you still have Dial, you have all these guys. This dude's a fucking monster.
Let's involve the chat here because Ed says this is a perfect example.
J2K says Price. He likes
Price.
I'm
going to get to it. He says this is a perfect example of how the draft boat can take you away from your original plan. You can't pass, do it. He says the price is right. Denise says we need Jacques. And Denise, thank you for being here. Like, subscribe if you're not already. Thank you. J2K says Price is a great pick. So we got Buck and J2K jumping on Price. True Program, all caps, safety. And he says Halsey is a stud. I believe so too. I fucking love Halsey. I don't know if I'm saying his name exactly correctly, but I think he's a fucking awesome safety.
Halsey, yeah.
Huh? Halsey, like the singer?
Halsey, yes.
Halsey, okay. All right. So, I mean, we got 2 for Jadarian Price. We got 1 jumping in on safety. We're not going to get him any after this pick. But, I mean, and we got Jacques. Brandon, what do you say? Oh, he disappears. Ed says the price is right. All right, we're going to go with Jadarian Price. I'm sorry, everyone else. Maybe Jacques will be there. We're going Jadarian Price. I really like Golday out of Cincinnati. Halsey is gone. Let me jump in here with you guys. And Ed says, I was a 90% defense guy coming into the draft. We drafted back-to-back Omar Cooper Jr. out of Indiana, the receiver, and we drafted Jadarian Price.
Okay, I was glad you made that pick because I made the Cooper pick. I was going to say to you, like, you just make the fucking pick, dude.
Foster says I want Jockus too.
Listen, Price,
Let's see if he's there.
Giannis, both
Is
very
it
good.
Jockus or
fucking football
Jockus?
players. Giannis. It's Giannis.
Yeah. Well, he's gone. We just missed him.
Of course he is, yeah.
Now Edge is looking a little rough. And even the Nadami Tucker is still there.
Let's just wait for Vincent Anthony, dude. Let's just wait for Vincent Anthony. That kid is going to listen. For all those watching right now, Vincent Anthony Jr. is going to make an impact in the NFL his rookie season.
Let me read this bio for Danny Dennis Sutton, 6'5", 265 out of Penn State. Looks like he was built in a lab to play edge defender in the NFL.
He's a beast.
At 6'5", 272 with long arms, the Penn State junior has a prototypical size and length to be a quality run defender and solid power rusher at the next level. Former 5-star recruit in the 2022 class, Dennis Sutton made an immediate impact with 17 tackles, 3.5 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks as a true freshman. His role expanded each year, 26 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks as a sophomore. For third team All Big Ten honors, then a breakout 2024 campaign opposite Abdul Carter, 42 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 8.5 sacks.
Yeah.
In 2025, 29 tackles, 3 sacks, 3 forced fumbles. Okay. What do you guys think of Danny Dennis?
He was a beast a year ago with Abdul Carter on that team, man. The kid can play. Penn State's doing something right with them edge players, man.
Foster says, I'm a big Illinois fan. Half my family went there. J2K says Dennis Sutton fits DA. J2K, as usual, knows what he's talking about. All right. I like that, the potential there. Genesis Smith, solid safety out of Arizona State. Anybody stand out to you, Brandon? I think we gotta go.
We're past you. You said you want a future safety for Bayard. We're past that, dude. So now we're just looking at depth.
I mean, I'm looking at Bishop Fitzgerald as a future starting safety to replace.
And he was what?
And Zakee Wheatley is another guy I like.
Fitzgerald was ranked. Yeah, we already made that call. We're going to draft Fitzgerald,
yeah.
right?
All right, so let's draft this edge, Sutton, out of Penn State. Let's get our edge right now because I don't think it's going to get much better than him. And then maybe we can go back for Nadami Tucker because True Pilgrim wanted him. We missed out on Giannis, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, and then remember, I got a guy that I want specifically at that position. Let's do what we can.
J2K
that
says
kid's gonna be a stud, dude.
Who are you talking about? Vincent?
Yes, he's gonna be a stud. He's gonna be a stud.
Sutton doesn't get home, lacks explosion. If he can build a pass rush tool bag, he could be very good. Or he's a 6 to 8 sack guy. So his floor is 6 to 8 sack guy. That's pretty good. Buck says
Booker. So he's Booker.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay. We're drafting him 89th and then J2K says Genesis Smith is one of the fastest safeties in this draft.
Well, that's good because J2K, you're looking for a future Bayard, a free safety. Looking for a few, but Dustin likes this the Fitzgerald. You sold me on the Fitzgerald thing, man.
Yeah, but we need 2. We only have, I mean, unless we're going to move someone else to safety.
Well, they're going to sign some guys in free agency.
Well, we already did our offseason, so we can't count on them to go behind us and
they're going to bring Hicks or Owens back, dude. You already fucking know that.
J2K, is it Sutton or is it Genesis Smith? Help us out. Penn State breeds edges.
Yes, they're getting very good.
You're welcome, Jed. You're welcome, Jed. J2K, what do you think? Genesis Smith or Sutton? I think that's what it's down to.
What is Denise thing? She told us to draft Giannis, and we just completely.
Howie R. Bears jumps in and says Genesis Smith. Now J2K says Sutton, so that's what we're gonna do.
J2K is big on the pre-draft analysis stuff.
All right, we're going Sutton. Getting our edge. He fits DA's mold. I like it. Our next picks are 129, 163, and then we're into the 200s. So one of these next 2 picks needs to be Bishop Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I would say the next.
Where are you at on and Howie says Sutton over Genesis. So that's what we did, Howie. I'm glad we're on the same page. Where are you guys at on Bishop Fitzgerald? I like him as a middle round safety.
Do we give Howie an applaud?
I've seen Howie before.
Okay.
I'll tell you who I really like, guys, is Tyreek Sapp out of Florida. 6'3", 274. Another guy that could be like your 3-tech. I think he can move to 3-tech very easily, and it actually says that here. 4-star recruit from Powerhouse St. Thomas. 2022 rotational piece, 24 tackles, 2 sacks. 2023, sorry, that was in 2023. In 2024, when he led the Gators with 7 sacks, 13 tackles for a loss, forcing 2 fumbles, 6'3", 274, possesses an NFL-ready frame that combines power and functional movement skills perfectly suited for the modern 3-technique role.
Yeah, I would say at 275, that's exactly what the fuck
His
is.
technical refinement through the 24th season caught widespread attention from analysts with a 90.4 PFF grade, ranking 8th among all FBS edge rushers.
I'm sold on this kid.
Yeah, I like this kid a lot. J2K says, I like Fitzgerald as a backup, which is what we're going to draft him as. He's got tools, very athletic, but read reaction isn't where it needs to be as a starter. So we, at offensive tackle, we already drafted Freeling. We drafted him with the 25th pick.
We're good at OT, Howie.
Dominique Orange? Is Dominique Orange still available?
They signed Benedette. Trapillo's still on the roster. We drafted a tackle.
No, he's not. Big Citrus is not available. But no, I think that I would be drafting Sapp to move to the 3-technique, to be a rotational 3-technique on this team. That's what I'm looking at. And I really like this kid in this spot. And yeah, if you're talking about Fitzgerald as a backup, that's what I like him as. But I think those things that you're talking about, that read reaction, that can be coached into him. He can get better at that. I think he's a ball hawking safety. You just put him back there in zone coverage and let him go get the ball. Yeah, no, we got Freeling.
Remember,
we actually took him over Lomu.
Remember, we're looking at a Byard replacement.
And Zakee Wheatley is still there.
A ball hawk's important.
Guys, Zakee Wheatley, I like him out of Penn State, the safety. Tyreek Sapp, these are guys that I'm interested in. And Lander Barton is my fucking guy, dude. I really like him. Look at this, Brandon. 6'5", 236, 4.55 40 for that size. High upside model linebacker with rare size for the position. 6'5", 236, combining impressive sideline to sideline range with fluid movement skills that jump off the tape. I like this kid a lot. I think he's going to be a steal for whoever gets him, especially if they can get him in this range. There's a few options I like. I'm good with Lander Barton.
I like Barr more.
Huh?
Or Sapp. I like Sapp more.
I'm good with Lander Barton. I'm good with Tyreek Sapp. I'm good with Wheatley. What does the chat say?
These guys are telling us we have too much.
Howie says, I got to go. You want Lomu over Freeling? I mean, it was close. We agonized over it a little bit. Lomu is obviously ranked a little higher, but I like Freeling's upside a little more.
These guys are telling us we have too many nose tackles. Let's get a 3-tech.
All right. Well, he's talking about J2K is talking about Grayson Halton. And then True Pilgrim's asking, is Daryl Jackson still on the board? Let's see.
I don't even know who that is. We got some college football fans in here, man.
He is not True Pilgrim. All the guys you guys want are gone.
I accept. Let's get a 3-tech. Dustin, do we have a 3-tech? I mean, I view Dexter Lawrence as
he's a nose tackle, man, to me.
A guy who can play either position, but
Kilgore is versatile. Still here, don't watch.
If Grady Jarrett starts on this football team, which he will, right? Hey, can anybody dispute that? Grady Jarrett's a starter on the football team. Do you think Lawrence plays the nose next to Jarrett?
Yeah, and I think you rotate Dexter and Turner, and if we draft Tyreek Sapp, we rotate him too. I have a really damn good rotation at that defensive tackle spot.
I would imagine Lawrence would play the 3-tech next to Jarrett. Jarrett's not a 3-tech, guys.
Yeah, I would take Sapp here too, J2K. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take Tyreek Sapp.
Jarrett played next to Dexter all year in the nose position.
Lander Barton, man, I really like that kid. I think he's going to be good. Kilgore just went for everybody wanting him. I saw his name come up a few times. We're going to go Bishop Fitzgerald with our next pick if he's still there. And he will be. There he is. Anybody here over him?
Let's not think
guys?
about it. Let's just roll.
All right.
Let's get the ball hawk.
Lewis Moore is good too out of IU. All right, let's get the ball hawk. Bishop Fitzgerald. That's what we're doing. He can learn and grow behind the two safeties we.
I feel like at this
re-signed.
position where we're drafting him, the NFL, like the post grade analysis would.
Oh, Nadami Tucker just went. That was Pilgrim's guy.
All right, we're looking at Vincent Anthony here, man.
Yep, we're gonna get your guy here, Brandon, if he's there.
Oh yeah, we don't have a 6, do we? No, we don't.
Yeah, no, we're going all the way to this. We're going all the way to the 7th. I hope your guy's still here.
Yeah.
VJ Payne is good. All right. Well, we took Fitzgerald. And Foster likes Jude Bowery. I'm seeing him in a lot of mocks for sure. Going to the Bears. All right. The guy that you wanted is he here? Let's get safeties out of here. Vincent Anthony is there. I mean, 281.
Where are we picking?
They don't even have his height, and we're picking at 239. Let's just get.
He's like 265.
They don't have his height or weight there.
He's smaller. He's smaller.
Logan Fano.
Well, no, he's like 6'5", but he's like 265. He's a smaller guy. But
what's the overall? Yeah. Listen, let's just get Vincent Anthony. That's the guy you wanted. We'll just do that.
Let's just do that.
All right. I know you're high on him. I see you talking about him all the time.
He had 3 sacks. Let me say this. He had 3 sacks against Illinois, and Illinois had one of the best offensive lines with Olin Kreutz's kid playing center. Had one of the best offensive lines in college football.
Guys, let's just look at this real quick. In terms of tackles, I think we're looking pretty good. Tyreek Sapp is going to go in right there.
Could have taken Kreutz's kid.
The linebacker position, Hippolyte and Sewell are going to have to fill in. I really wish I wanted to do a little more with the linebacker position.
I could have signed DeMario Jackson or DeMarco Jackson again.
Huh?
We probably could have signed DeMarco Jackson. We had the money to do it.
Okay. True Pilgrim says Anthony's a good player. And J2K, you want us to take VJ Payne? I saw your guy there. You're saying VA. What are you talking about?
Vincent Anthony.
Oh, he's on. Oh, we already took Vincent Anthony.
Yeah, he's not going in the 7th round, dude. I'm telling you that. That kid just had, in his last 2 seasons of college, I think he's had like 17 sacks.
All this shit is always like unrealistic, man. But I think we'd had a damn good offseason here. Let's just take Payne. I saw J2. We need another safety. Look at our depth chart here. Safety is going to be.
We don't want a linebacker here?
I mean, who's left at linebacker?
Let's go Payne. I'm J2K. We're getting this one's. We're giving him this one. Let's go.
We've given J2K a few, but I mean he likes VJ Payne. Let's just get him.
And he's a college analyst. He knows college football.
All right, we're going with VJ Payne.
He's watched these guys more than you and me. I don't know who Payne is, but I'll take his word for it.
Yes, Howie. We traded for Dexter Lawrence. We traded the 57th pick for Dexter Lawrence. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, our offseason grade is an A+. That's the best one I've got. Cap health, 22 out of 25. Needs filled, 30 out of 30. Future outlook, 15 out of 20 is decent. Roster moves, we made them all. You improve the cap by cutting 4 players, restructuring 4 contracts. Biggest move is releasing Tremaine Edmonds.
Guys, this is collective.
Good job, guys.
Chat.
You traded Cole Kmet to Carolina in exchange for the 51st pick. You traded the 57th pick to New York Giants in exchange for Dexter Lawrence.
that was our big win.
Oh, dude, another big win was trading DJ Moore to Baltimore
for the 14th
pick, and then using that pick to draft Sonny Styles.
Yeah, and I think we basically flipped the 51st pick for Dexter Lawrence. I mean,
yes,
that's
well, no, we flipped the 57th pick into the 51st pick and
57th pick.
Dexter Lawrence. Yeah.
We basically flipped the 57th pick for Dexter Lawrence, which is outrageous.
We traded TJ Edwards to Cincinnati in exchange for pick 41, In free agency, we made 9 signings, headlined by Leo Chenal. In the draft, you selected Sonny Styles with your first pick. Your 2026 cap is healthy at $21 million. Your restructures added $29 million in future dead money risk. Okay, so we got, hell yeah, we got real sex. Dexter Lawrence for J2K says A+++++. Foster, I love Lander Barton too. It kind of hurt me to pass on him there.
J2K,
really
you were a
did.
part of it.
J2K killed it.
Turbo
Shot killed it.
Yeah, you guys crushed this shit.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the draft too closely yet, guys. I will get into that over the next coming weeks, and you guys definitely gave us some knowledge we didn't have.
So let's look at
we got my guy. We got my guy. We got Vincent Anthony. We got my fucking guy.
Well, dude, we also got Jadarian Price. Look at this. Just
we have a future starting running back in the NFL, without a doubt. I firmly believe that, Dustin, without a doubt.
Crazy.
And we got Cooper. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, as a luxury. We got Omar Cooper as a luxury.
Usually you can move these guys around. I haven't done this on the
Cooper is
so Roma Dunze, Omar Cooper, Luther Burden. We still got Jade Walker, Jadarian Price with Kyle Monungai and DeAndre Swift. We drafted Monroe Freeling, who's going to start at left tackle for us while Ozzie heals up and probably just stay there, honestly. We got Jordan McFadden. We're going to move Luke Newman to backup center. Jordan McFadden's going to be our backup left guard. Karana Magaji's our backup right guard. How you feeling about us on offense? And honestly, it's not even showing us Daniel Bellinger here. Not sure why that is. We signed Daniel Bellinger. He's our second tight end. That's pretty fucking good. Why can't I move these things around? Bastards. Defensive end, we added Danny Dennis Sutton, and we added your guy, Vincent Anthony. And at tackle, we added Dexter Lawrence to go with Grady Jarrett, Javon Dexter, and we drafted Sapp.
Drafted a starting left tackle in the future of the NFL, like with still having Trapillo on our roster. Dude,
I don't like that I can't move this around.
If this was what the Bears did, it's a Super Bowl, bro. Like Cooper, Dustin, when you texted like this kid might be the best receiver in this draft, I didn't disagree. I hate Indiana. I'm an Illinois fan. I fucking hate Indiana, but that kid is really fucking impressive, dude.
I love Omar Cooper, man.
He is a playmaker. He defines the term.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I couldn't think of a better guy to replace DJ Moore. He's kind of similar, but
yeah, he is. He's not super fast. He's just a gritty, hard-working fucking dude. Like, and he beats the guy across from him.
The chat loves our offseason. Jed hopes Ryan Poles is taking notes. JTK says, not just improved the defense greatly, but you improved on offense too.
Yeah, no, we didn't neglect because
and JTK says, I just got back on. The draft is beyond insanely good. I'll hire both you guys as GM.
When Dustin texted me this, let's do this simulator, I thought to myself, the first thing I thought to myself is, what would Ben Johnson do on the offense? What would Ben Johnson do on the offensive side of the ball, regardless of how much the Bears need on defense? And you got a future left tackle, Omar Cooper. Is it Freeland, right? Freeland? A future
Freeland.
You got Omar Cooper, who is at least a top 3 receiver in this draft. Nobody can argue that. And Price, who, again, I firmly believe, guys, if that guy didn't declare for the draft and he stuck around for a year, he's the best running back in college football. Right, Dustin?
Yeah, Jadarian Price is the second best running back in this draft.
If he stays in college,
behind the guy that he was behind in college.
If he stays in college, he's the best running back in college football. So, yeah, we kind of.
I don't like that I can't move around.
We collectively, guys, you, the chat, me and Dustin, collectively kind of just murdered this fucking offseason, dude.
Yeah, man, this is awesome. And also we re-signed Jaquan Brisker and Byard and drafted 2 backup safeties in BJ Payne and Bishop Fitzgerald.
Who was in the chat? Like, did I just see Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, we have Dexter Lawrence just sitting over here. I mean, again, I can't move him, but he's going to go right over here.
That's insane.
Right there where Javon.
He's a top 5 player at the position.
Yeah,
no arguing that.
This we killed it on this. Great job, everybody. Awesome job. Brandon, it's been a long fucking show. We're at 3 hours. It's been a long day. I got a long day tomorrow. I threw this out in the text and I just thought it was funny. So I'm gonna say it now because Derek, I saw it come across on Bleacher Report. Derek Carr says he will consider coming back to the NFL if what did he say? If given the chance to play for a Super Bowl contender. Yeah. And my thought was that's like me saying I will consider hanging out with Sydney Sweeney if given the chance to stick my tongue in her butt. like Derek Carr, come on now. What are you talking about? Like you're gonna be the difference for a team to go to a Super Bowl? Derek Carr? Who's Derek Carr think he is? What are we talking about here? Yeah, I just thought it was funny.
It's like Philip Rivers saying, I'll come back again
but only if
I can play for the Seahawks. Yeah.
Yeah, what are you talking about, man? I just thought that was funny. Nobody's begging for Derek Carr to come back to be a part of their contending Super Bowl team to be their starting quarterback. You can be their backup, maybe.
Yes, and keep your eyes posted for the celebrity 3-point contest. For those of you who are like me
Caleb don't embarrass
and won't watch the All-Star Weekend at all, not a minute of it, because I will not.
Brandon,
but hey, Mac McClung dropped out of the dunk contest, so that's good for everybody.
Yeah, thank God.
In the world. Yeah, we're happy about that.
Jed, I was gonna say the same. Oh, I didn't get any LOLs, but I thought that shit was funny. It just came to my head when I read that.
I'm not
Mike Glennon's still available.
I'm not on the same Sydney Sweeney kick as everybody. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
I don't get that.
Give me Nicki Minaj over Sydney Sweeney all day.
All right, man. Everybody's got their own taste, you know.
I mean, we
took Omar Cooper Jr. over Zion Young. I mean, just everybody's got their preferences.
We don't
J2K,
Montez
Sweat. Everybody, make sure you hit that like button on the way out. If you're not subscribed, what are you thinking? What are you doing? We have fun here. Y'all saw it. We know it was all bullshit fantasy, but it was fun. We had a lot of fun. I'm glad y'all were here. Next time, go for Jeff Simmons. Next time, go for Jeff Simmons. I fucking love Jefferson.
Guys, much love. Thanks for hanging out. As always, we appreciate you, Dustin.
Yeah, we could do another off-season simulation.
A pleasure. And
Nicki Minaj is almost 50.
I have no problem with that, bud. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, there's no age discrimination from Brandon.
Super glad to have you back, bud.
Bear the fuck.
Glad everything's looking up for you, man. I hope things get better, obviously, moving forward. Condolences to your family. Condolences to your wife. I support that you've been there for. I hope the kids feel better soon, man.
Kids are feeling good, man. Everything's okay. We're good, man. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be back, and this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I missed this.
Bear the fuck down.
2 weeks down.
This has
2
been
weeks.
the bare
I missed
minimum.
this.
Yeah, man. This is why we do this. Everybody in here, you guys were great tonight. Hit that like button on the way out, like I said. And fuck the Packers.
Fuck the Packers. Fuck those guys.
Bear down. Have a good night. Good morning. Good weekend.